Howdy, and welcome to ATAMA by Team Zutsuu. Download link in the description if you'd like to play as well. The game is available on itch.io for $16 American, and it's on Steam for, I believe, $20 American, if that's more your speed, so you can support the developers by purchasing the video game. It's pretty straightforward. There's also a link in the description to help the creation of a transitioning home for trans women in Nigeria, so if you're able to, I'd appreciate it if you supported that as well. It'd be really cool of you, thank you. So ATAMA is a game that takes inspiration from Forbidden Siren, a video game that I adore. It's a very good one. You should check it out if you haven't. And also Junji Ito's The Hanging Balloons, which is an interesting one, which I feel like you could say about most of Junji Ito's body of work. And I've been looking forward to this game for a couple months now, so I'm very excited to play it. But before we begin, there is a little blurb that I believe appears in the trailer, but it's on the itch.io page, and I doubt it'll pop up in game at the very beginning. So let's just learn a bit more about ATAMA before we jump in. You don't believe in family curses, do you? Keire's family had always told her stories about eccentric Aunt Noriko, but she's a superstitious old woman living far outside the city. She has no phone, no internet. Keire only knew her via infrequent letters, until they stopped coming. Distant relatives drift apart all the time, but the last letter was different. Desperate ravings about your birthright and the family curse. What did any of it mean? Keire decides to hop on the next train to Kisaragi, to Aunt Noriko, to a nightmare she never saw coming. Let's begin a new game. There's a couple game modes. Two of them are locked off to us. We're going to be picking normal mode because it's the normal one. It does have a story mode if you'd like to play it, but you'll know sometimes the monsters get you and you're like, this game, I can't do it. Story mode's there for you. It's a very nice feature that I think more games should have, even though it's not a feature that I personally would use. Also a hardcore mode that I believe it's if you've beaten the game. It says if you've beaten the game, and developer commentary, so you get the whole shebang with ATAMA. So we are in a chat with Tomoko-chan. Keire, are you okay? Oh, I thought I was gonna have to type. I just clicked on the thing. I was like, yeah, totally. We have a little hand here, rubbing the darkness. Keire, you're scaring your mom and I. Where are you? I'm fine, Tomoko? You're scaring mom and... Oh, I guess Tomoko-chan would be like our sister then. It said mom and I, and for some reason I started thinking, oh, dad, even though my brain immediately purged all information I learned. Whoops. We thought you'd come home after finals. Studying. Where have you been? I just wanted to have some time alone. Definitely no panic attack. Definitely not the middle one that my brain immediately purged. Whoops, I can remember two things at once. We called the university. Your roommate said you were talking about going to Aunt Noriko's village. You didn't really go there, did you? I'll be fine, Tomoko. I'll be home tomorrow. It's just that... finals didn't go well. I've been having those hallucinations again. I just felt bad. The last letter Noriko sent me was very weird and urgent and has me worried. And she always writes us and we never see her. I thought I'd go and surprise her. I mean, that's nice, Relatives usually always enjoy being visited. Usually always. Seriously, there's not even regular trains that go out there. There are like weird ones that have cargo. You basically have to hitch a ride. That's why Mom never goes. That's not why I know Mom thinks Noriko was crazy, but when I was little, when you were a baby, Noriko was nice to me and talked to me about things I can see. I guess I panicked. It just felt like she always talked about the family curse and... It's stupid, but I wanted to talk to her, just see her. Okay, I mean, I feel like we made it clear that we did just want to see her, but I mean, obviously there's more going on. You don't really believe in family curses, do you? And then she's going to send, Keire's family had always told her about eccentric Aunt Noriko. And then I'd be like, oh, damn, it got me. I don't know anymore. I have to go, the train is about to depart. Is everything okay? And I know the heirloom Noriko mentioned probably isn't anything. Is there even cell phone service there? Will you even be able to get back? Who knows if we'll ever be able to return. Keire, are you there? I didn't see what time this started at. I believe it was like 11:20, if I had to guess. Are you on the train? Keire, I think I skipped Keire. Are you there? Are you on the train? Please answer. I don't know if we're able to answer or if we're just not. Kaede, Mom called the police. We don't know where you are. That's always a shame whenever your mom calls the police, because it's like, Mom, I'm sorry I didn't pick up the phone. You don't have to call the police. Isn't your graduation ceremony next week? That didn't happen to me, by the way. That happened to a friend of mine. Not me, though. You didn't really go to the village, right? Did I say that it's your graduation ceremony next week? You didn't really go to the village, right? Did something happen at school? Mom told me to tell you to forget about Noriko and whatever she told you about the visions. Mom told me to tell you to please forget the heirloom and come home. Kaede, please. Please answer. Please answer. Kaede? Did we lose cell reception? Did we decide to stop responding? I suppose we'll find out once the video game loads. Okay, so we've gotten off the train. And like we were told, it is definitely just a cargo train. It's not a fancy passenger train of any sort. Let's just stop here. When reading a journal entry, we can press T to toggle. I'm going to have to hit the T button. Toggle the background image. Oh, we'll probably like the background image. Oh, I see. So it's like if you can't read it because of the background image, you can turn it off. That's a nice feature. Kisaragi Station Update, April 14th, 2011. Attention, in response to the tsunami in Iwate Prefecture, the Minister of Railways has Minister of Railways is a badass title. Minister of Railways has decided that routes to outlying areas will be temporarily reduced to twice weekly in order to repurpose trains for relocation efforts and disaster relief. Thank you for your understanding and sacrifice in these troubled times. The notice has faded with time. It seems like the station has been neglected for the past 8 years. Okay, so this game takes place in 2019. Good to know. Won't budge. I mean, the train stopped here, though. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can learn there, or what. Let's see if I hit escape. Okay, if we hit escape, we can hit settings and such. Return this journal archive. So we can come in here and we can see everything that we've gotten. We can see 2 out of 8 in the factory district, like biscuit, but district. Noriko's last letter, Kaede. I'm in danger and so are you. I've been writing about the curse before, and I know my sister, your mother, doesn't believe it, but I'm afraid for you. I just feel it spreading. Our family heirloom has been passed down to provide protection for whoever held on to it, but the ways of our family are to pass the ways of our family are to pass it on to whoever needs it the most. That's you, Kaede. It's your birthright. It's your time to have its protection. Please come to Kisaragi as soon as you are able. There isn't much time left. It'll set everything right, Noriko. Okay, and we have multiple areas in the game. We have our 2 things. I assume I can get out of here by hitting escape and escape again. Okay, so we've seen that, and that's a big ass log. No, it's a pipe. I cannot get around the pipe. That is an invisible wall. We cannot squeeze in. It is too small for Kaede to fit through. And it looks like there's some kind of makeshift barrier over here. I can run a little bit. Yeah, it's just made out of those like steel. I assume. Wait, no, that's wood. I thought they were like those steel like. There's like little like steel like. It's not a plate. I don't know the word for it. It's like a steel metal like thing that you'd see like on a roof. I thought it was like one of those with a hole in it, but no, it was just straight up like a wood fence with holes in it. Okay, they got their well put in prison. You don't want that well giving people water. That'd be bad. We can crouch, left control. Okay, and it's a toggle. It does say toggle there. I don't know why. I could have just read instead of messing around with it. Groundkeeper's note. I'm so sorry I lost my spare key. I must have dropped it somewhere around the other side of the main gate. I promised to replace the locks to make sure no one can get in as soon as I can. Okay, so groundskeeper is worried about... Oh, I wanted to hear the voice clip again because I didn't hear it since I was talking over it, unfortunately. What kind of car is this? It's a Wanda. We all love Wandas. My first car was a Wanda. It caught on fire at one point, and that was the end of me having a Wanda. It's locked from the other side. That's a big-ass gate. What are these little homes? Or I assume they're homes, but I'm not... It's a little shanty. We can sprint with the left shift. And just a little shanty with a leather couch. Wow. Don't have time to rest. I'm not sure if that'll be a mechanic later, if like we have to rest for like saving, or if it's like healing thing. Can't believe people are living like this. Yeah, it's just like there's a little shanty outside of the walled off part of the town. Some can. Oh, can I pick up the can? I don't drink anymore. We're a college student, so I mean that's a pretty quick turnaround to deciding to stop drinking. But I also imagine some people probably hit their like, yeah, I need to stop drinking like point in college. I didn't start drinking until after college, so I have no way to tell what's normal or not. I remember like when it was my 21st birthday, I was like, oh boy, I need to get something special to celebrate. And then I got like a pack of Snapples, and I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, I really splurged on that one. And I mean, I said that like it was a joke, but it was really a big splurge at the time because I had no damn money. Okay, so we got behind the shanties. What's over here? It's happening again. Uh-oh. We are seeing... For a second, we were able to see ourselves through the eyes of this statue head. I'm not sure what kind of statue head this is. Strangely large coin with the number 1 on it. Interesting. Yes, it is a little unnerving the way it's staring at me. I'm not sure what kind of statue head that is. Whenever I see statue heads now, though, I always get uncomfortable because ever since I learned, like, you'll see like the like Buddha statue heads from time to time that people just kind of have, and then like at some point I learned like, oh, this is like a deeply disrespectful thing where they're like cutting off the Buddha's head, and it's like a symbolic like sign of disrespect. So now whenever I like obviously people also just make statue heads, and it's like, this is my statue, it's just a head, you know. Like I was gonna say like a bust, but a bust is has like the shoulders and shit. So clearly people also just make statues of heads. There's the Easter Island heads, which I don't want to say that they have bodies because I don't remember if that was a joke or if it was like, yeah, no, there is something buried underneath them. Like people just make statues of heads, though. It was the point. So I'm assuming it's not like some disrespectful thing. Oh, what does that say? I cannot read it, which probably makes sense because we are in Japan. I cannot read Japanese. I'm doing my best with English, and as you can probably tell, wait, was this? Oh, I got turned around. Whoops, my bad. I was like, why does this look like the way we just went in? And it was because it was the room that we went in. I got turned around. Also, speaking of being bad at English, also bad at directions and stuff. It's interesting that there's parking signs along this road. You wouldn't. I mean, we did see a car, but you wouldn't expect. I mean, well, you know, I'm from America, which is suburban hell, but you know, I wouldn't expect to be like driving around this area. And you know, you just you make a little shanty, you throw your couch in there, and boom, that's all you need in there. It's a sad little area over here. I'm not sure what the deal is with this town. Packet of UFO flyers. Now we're talking, baby. Strange sightings have been seen in the skies above. The skies above Kisaragi. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was like into sentence. Kisaragi. complete sentence. They float overhead, way up in the sky. They are often found hiding behind the clouds and appearing at dusk. But what are they? Well, everyone has their theories. Government drones, foreign invaders, or the more superstitious believe them to be vengeful spirits. However, you, dear reader, and I know the truth. They are out there. Please, if you have any information and an open mind, please contact me. 2 pleases in the same sentence. You know they want that information. I also just realized that we did interact with that generator, and I don't know if it had text and I ignored it because I was probably talking about some bullshit, or if it didn't have any information. Is this the? Yeah, it's the parking sign. Okay. So it's a nice wood creak. Like that's just a good sound effect. Sounded real good. Also, there's something nice about like when you walk across a wooden floor and it creaks like a older one. Like it's just like a real nice experience. My grandparents were carpenters, so I went to a lot of houses that were having like floors replaced, and there's just something nice about an old floor, even though it's a little scary sometimes. Factory condemnation notice. So a condemned factory kind of explains the shanty around here. A lot of workers who probably lost their jobs. Condemned, unfit for human occupancy. Use of or occupation of this building is dangerous, and unlawful trespassers will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. April 5th, 2011. 8 years ago. Oh, getting another vision. Are we looking at something? Are we being seen? Well, we saw a gate. Tip: to use your abilities, right-click to see through the eyes to see through their eyes to help avoid them. Use left click or scroll. Okay, so there's something that we can yeah, there's a few things around here that are looking around, so perhaps we're not in a terribly safe spot. Now, I mentioned at the beginning like some inspirations for this game. One of the inspirations being Forbidden Siren. This sight jacking. My back wouldn't last one night sleeping on this. Boy, yeah, that would be miserable to sleep on. Sight jacking was a mechanic from Siren, a very cool and interesting one where you can peek through the eyes of enemies to kind of learn the layout of the land, other information such. It's a very cool mechanic, so I'm glad. Oh, it's just the same condemnation notice. Wasn't sure if there were going to be multiple things here. So now that we're able to sight jack, there's something moving. I probably shouldn't call it sight jacking because I'm not sure what the mechanic is or if it has a specific name. So I probably shouldn't call that. Right now it is just our vision. But there is something around here. I'm trying to figure out where this is. Because we were able to see one of them whenever we clicked around. Oh, look, this one's like by that gate. So we saw a vision of that gate. Or is that the front gate? I think that might be the front gate. So this might be the other side of the front gate. I'm not sure why we would want to go back and open the front gate. If we would want that shortcut, I suppose we'll find the key to that gate by the car that leads to the imprisoned well. We'll probably want that at some point. Is there just these two? Yeah, it's just these two that we're seeing. Okay, I thought there was a third one for some reason. So, Siren is a game that, for me, I would play, like, very safely and, like, try and, like, look around and, like, try and figure out things. So there might be a lot of cuts throughout this playthrough where I try to, like, just stop and figure out kind of what the hell I'm doing. Just a little tent. What's this? Drunkard's note. They think they know me, that I'll just lie here and let them take it all. It's mine. It's all I have left. If they're going to take my livelihood, then they'll have to take everything from the Then I'll take everything from the factory. Excuse me. I'm drunk, you see. I deserve to have it anyway, and I won't let it go. Just you watch the way they look at me, all puffed up, heads swollen on their own self-importance. Just you wait. Oh, just you wait indeed. So some guys with some puffed up heads causing this drunk guy some problems. Okay, so now that we can see the stop sign. Oh, I immediately got seen, so I'm just going to dip into here. Jesus Christ. I'm going to dip into here. Let's do a little sight. Okay, so yeah, we accidentally attracted an enemy, which seems to be a big floating head, because I was like, oh, I'll take a look around. Now we know where this enemy was. I'm not sure what the health situation in this game is, if it's like a one shot, you done, if there's like some kind of sanity level or something. Not exactly sure. Okay, so now that we know where that enemy is, we're going, well, I mean, we don't know that that's an enemy. I mean, I didn't let it come up on me. Is there like saving in this game? Okay, no, it seems like it's going to be like an autosave type of deal, or perhaps there'll be save points. So right now that thing is looking at, so it looked away, and it seems like it's going to spin in a circle. Where should we run? We can crouch. So while it's not looking, let's go ahead and, if you get spotted, your only hope is to run and hide, yeah. We didn't get that before, even though we got spotted, so I assume that there's a like environmental trigger there as opposed to... Do you see me? Nope, stop. Please stop. Get out of here. Whoops. Oh, we got. Yeah, damn, that guy knew exactly where we went to. Yeah, I was focused on the one. Wasn't focused on the other. Let's see where we retry. Okay, so we retry at the beat. Did I see this one? No, I did not see this note. Ominous warning. The train is not coming in weeks. Keep your head down. Stay hidden. If they see you, you're already dead. If you can reach the train tunnel past the bamboo forest on the far side of town, we might be okay. I think that might be our only way out of here. Okay, so I think there might be a proximity deal to where we can have our visions of our enemy or our enemies, because I believe we actually let me also check the journal archive to see if we picked up like Okay, so yeah, whenever we reset, no, we didn't lose our other notes. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if we would have lost our other notes with the having died. So that's nice that we don't have to go pick up every note every single time. So it does seem like we're not going to be seen in this area unless we attract some attention. But there is this area isn't as cut and dry as I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like a simple sneaking mission, but there is one over there, which had I used my brain, I could remember that. I believe it's it's this one. If I had used my brain, I could have remembered that we had seen one of the head things in the distance while sight jacking. I shouldn't say sight jacking, but using our visions. I don't. It just happened. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. There doesn't seem to be one over there right now, but I also am not exactly sure where we should be going. Like, I can't tell if that's an opening that we should be gunning for. There are 2 lamps there, so I'm guessing it's trying to draw my attention over there, and we're not trying to like run past this thing as it turns around. Now we can see the head over there has turned around, so as soon as this one turns, I am gonna just gun for it because it does seem to be an opening. Go ahead and crouch through here. Game saved. So hopefully that's all right. Now that we've hit a save spot, though, we heard something honk in the distance. The honk of a train. I live right across the street from train tracks, so I'm very familiar with the honk of a train now. So I assume that's what it was. Now we hit a save point, and I don't mean to do what I'm about to do because one of the worst things you can do in a horror game is become not afraid of the monsters. And a good way to do that is to overexpose yourself to them. But I am going to run over there because I'm not sure if there's anything over there worth, like if there's going to be like a cool letter or something. So let's just see. What is this? This looks like a fallen over truck or something. Okay, so they move faster than us too. Oh, that noise! It sounded like a balloon deflating. That was creepy. Okay, so we know there's another head over here. Head of like a balding man. That one over there was like a crying lady. Let's see if we can sight jack straight into this. Is this the one that I think this is the one that we're... I'm not sure if it can see us where we are or where it went, to be honest. So the smart way to play... No, we don't really need that one. What the hell are you... Oh, I think this might be the... Yeah, that's the one patrolling around the gate. Is it just those 2? I think there's that third one. The third one might just go like out of our range at some point because it has such a large patrol route. So I'm guessing that's what the deal is. So perhaps I mean, I'm being safe here, but we really literally just hit a safe spot. So I might as well just run to this next cover and we'll get down. We'll go ahead and get somewhere where we definitely won't be seen. Something over by car. This one's still just chilling. Where is this? I think we're... Yeah, there's that fallen over truck. So this is the one in that patrol area around us. Is this the same one? Yeah, I think this is the one in the patrol area around us. Not exactly sure where we came out of. So the way I shouldn't say the way you're supposed to play this, but the way that I would like to play Siren would be to like kind of like scope out the enemies like patrols and like figure out like where you'll be safe and etc. and where you should go. Is he gonna turn around? He's gonna go. It's gonna go around for a loop, so we'll go ahead and run over here. This is nothing. This does not help me. Oh, there's a note in here. That does help me. Addict's letter. The trains haven't come for a week now, and my gut is empty. I'm starting to get really sick. Withdrawals are worse than they say. My head is spinning. I can't get any food down. Hallucinations are starting. I swear, the other day I saw this lady's head just pop off and start floating away. I need help. You gotta help me. Okay, well, hopefully you were able to get the help you needed and didn't just get got by one of these faces. Because it seems like when you get got by one of these faces, it seems like they pop you. Oh, maybe the gate guy was the same. Maybe the one that we saw that would look at the gate is the same one that kind of does this patrol route. I'm not exactly sure what they're containing here. Like, we know there's a factory. I don't know what's in those big orb thingies. If it's like oil for production or if it's the product that they're producing. Hard to say. I don't know. Okay, so that one over there I think is the first one we saw. Now, this one is... Okay, this is at the area where we came in. And we know it's going to go to the left. So once it passes, we'll just kind of follow behind it, I guess. Because it goes over a wall at some point. Now, we're off to the right in that nook right there. So it's just gonna keep going. And we'll just follow behind. I don't know if they can hear us, what their hearing situation is like. I don't know if it'll... I assume this is just the first area, so I don't think it's going to be too... you know, this is the first area. I don't think it's going to be too difficult, so I don't think it... Oh, wait, doesn't it turn around, actually? Yeah, it turns around here. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Time to book it. I should have booked it over there. That would have been a safer place to book it to. But I'll just book it in here. We'll crouch. And we'll take a look. See if it's after us. Okay, so it does straight up just turn around. I probably should have known... Oh, you know what was throwing me off? It was going over this, and for some reason I was thinking, oh, and then it goes over the wall. But no, so it should... Yeah, it's gone over there. So we'll just go ahead and we'll book it over here. We should be safe. We could go behind there and crouch, but I don't want to waste any time because eventually it's going to show up. I don't know how long we can run for, or if we should have discovered something. Okay, we found this gate. Should I close the gate? I'm not exactly sure because now that the gate's open, I'm not sure if it'll see the gate open and be like, should I go that way? Don't. Oh, what's this? This is the front, I believe. Yep, this is back to the front. Are we able to open this gate? I hope so, because otherwise Oh. Some items are easier to pick up while crouching. Oh! So something... Oh, whoops. Nope. That's not exactly what I want to do. And it's coming to the gate. What's it going to do when it sees the gate? Because it seems like something from the other side of that gate approached us. So I thought the point was going to be, oh, you should run away now because it's going to come out. But it seems like something approached us and dropped that key there for us, kind of playing around with us. And that's not the run button. Okay, so we can come over here. We have the padlock key. Thanks to our friend. Perhaps it wasn't a monster. I mean, it was giggling. It was having a good time. Yeah, well, do not seem to be able to interact with Well, but if we get thirsty, we know where to go. And it's Well. Well will help us. Padlock key also helps there, which is good. This door does not seem to be opening, and this is a big-ass door, which, I mean, makes sense because it's a factory. We don't know what they make at this factory. You see a lot of, like, the sheet metal. I was thinking of a sheet earlier whenever I was talking about the steel. I was like, yeah, sheet metal. That's what I was trying to think of. Boy, brain. Uh-oh. We got another vision. It seems if Katie gets a vision, it means that she has gained a new list of eyes to gaze. Oh, okay. That's helpful to know about. Okay. So it isn't that it's proximity based. Oh, there's something saying darkness. Where could it be? A baby sounding one, looking at an axe and a little moped. That'll be useful to know. Actually, let's go back because I didn't really... There's one in the darkness, yeah. There's one by the gate, and it's giggling. Yeah, it's on the other side of that gate. This is the one that gave us the key. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just those three. I don't know why I scrolled that way instead of scrolling a different way. So we know baby looking at moped. Did I see movement over there? I'm not sure. Baby looking at moped, so we'll have to be on the lookout for a moped. And for the other side of this gate. So we know that there's one chilling in right there, so I believe... Does my... Okay, the... Looking at my recording... I can't tell, actually. I have a little crosshair, which is just a white dot in the middle of the screen. I'm not sure if that is showing up in the recording, because I do have my cursor set to be off, and it's too small, so... I could turn that on, I suppose, but just assume if I'm wiggling my head, I'm probably like trying to point at the middle of the screen. So we know that there's one right in there. So it's turned around for now. So let's go ahead and run by, take a little peeky. Oh, there was the baby. I wasn't on the lookout for the thing. Oh, interesting. So I don't was this note here and I just didn't notice it? Or maybe it's like a loading thing. Like perhaps like if you die, it gives you like a tip note, essentially. I'm not sure. Letter to Katie, I had a vision. Oh, wait, this is the, no, I was going to say, is this the starting one, but no. I had a vision that you come to our terrible town. I am so sorry. The Ascended are coming, and I fear for you. I hope I get a chance to meet you at the train station, but I don't know how much time I have, or how much time is left. I was never able to have children of my own, but sometimes I think I'd have made a terrible mother, but I always loved seeing you when I visited. The family heirloom is here in town. I've left it for you in the shrine. I know you secretly think I'm a crazy old woman, too used to the old ways. Your parents made that no secret, but you were always kind to me. If you had the heirloom, it might protect you. The train won't come, but maybe there is still a way out. I love you always, Aunt Noriko. Okay, so I'm not sure if I overlooked that or if it is a loading deal. But that was kind of funny. That it was just like I was like so focused on running past the guy there. I did not focus on Moped. Did not see Moped, even though I kept saying I should look out for Moped. Moped's going to cause me trouble. I'll wait for you to turn around, and we're gonna book it in this way. Okay, this time we didn't piss off Baby. We didn't explore over there, so I might have missed something. We can crouch with left control. Crumpled letter to blacksmith from carpenter. Daichi, I understand that you're still in mourning. If it had been my child, I don't know what I'd do, but this is a matter of business. The axe you made me took a notch in the first time I used it, and I need lumber. Mayo-sama is demanding the roofs be fixed by the end of the month, and I'm only halfway through building the scaffolding. I left the axe in the woodshed next to your workshop. Please, at your earliest convenience, Jiro. Okay, well, we do know where an axe is. I'm assuming that's not the axe that is in question here. We could go over there. We should probably be looking around because we did find that coin with the 1 on it, which I'm guessing those are maybe like a hidden collectible of some sort. And we are pretty close to a save point anyways, and you've turned around, so let's book it around. Let's just take a look around, see if there's anything cool that I should have collected that I didn't. Nope, nothing over here worthwhile. I assume that there will be hidden collectibles, though. So it wasn't a waste of our time, you know. Peace of mind. Peace of mind is worth something. It's worth a lot, in fact. In fact, I'd say it's worth a peace of mind is worth a piece of your mind. Okay. There also didn't seem to be anything in that particular well, and we are not being stared down by the baby. And luckily for us, they helpfully like give us that little like red vision whenever we get a new guy, a new vision, or new list of visions that we can see. So we don't have to like constantly do it. Jiro's journal, May 22nd, 2019. So this is recent. Jiro being the person who needed the axe. There's something wrong with this place. Just something off about the way everyone acts here. I know beggars can't be choosers, but everyone here just freaks the hell out. I'm supposed to be fixing the roofs of Mayo-sama, but if I confront Daichi about my axe again, I think he really might kill me. I'm boarding up the hole in this shack for my own safety. I'll stick to my tent and my space and do the best I can for Mayo-sama and just forget about everything else. Just putting everything out of mind and focusing on you. Blacksmith response. You never even had children, you goddamn outsider. What would you know? To hell with you and to hell with your axe. I just sharpened it now, and if you really want it back, just show your face to me and I'll show you how sharp it is. Okay? So, whoops. I don't know why I keep doing that accidentally. My bad. Okay, so it seems like Jiro pissed off, what was your name? Daichi. Yeah, it seems like Daichi got real pissed off about it. We have a Torii gate. We can hide in bush. I don't know how useful hiding in bush is, but there's a bush there, and we can stand there. There isn't anything that could see us there, however. Okay, so we do know that there's a baby in the one with the axe. Is this the one with the axe? No, it's not the one with the axe. We know there's a baby in there, and we did hear that the child of Daichi died. So we can assume that these heads appear whenever people die. No, by bed, I swear that small jingle from the bell next door drives me insane. Every night, whenever the wind blows, it chimes incessantly, and I can't sleep. No matter how I cover my ears, it feels like it's so deafeningly loud. I mean, I can hear it. It's not deafeningly loud. I wouldn't say that. But also, oh, man, I don't know why I keep trying to right-click to uncrouch. It's not how anything works. Okay, I mean, yeah, you know, when you're in a place and you keep hearing repetitive sounds, regardless of how loud it actually is, eventually it does just hit a point where you're like, it's just, I can't stand it anymore. Okay, so where should we be heading? Because we came over here. It doesn't seem to be a way forward over here. We do know that there's an axe in there with baby, but I don't know why we would want to get busy with axe and baby. That seems like bad news for us. Yes, we learned some information over here. We know about Bell. We know about the bell. How does knowing about Bell help us, however? Because I don't, like, see a bell. We don't have, like, the option to, like, throw anything. Should we lure this face out and, like, rope-a-dope it? Just go around? I'm not exactly sure if that's the correct line of thinking. In fact, I think that's a bad idea. But we might as well just try it, because what else are we going to do? I don't see a way forward. So, oh, no, it is very fast. Very fast, baby. So that does not seem to be what we should be doing. So what should we be doing then? Because I think we want that axe. So I think maybe we have to lose the baby. But how could we lose the baby? Because baby pretty quick, it would seem. Should we maybe just run past and then... I'm gonna give that another go. I'm gonna try and run past. And this time, instead of, like, trying to catch his attention and turn around, this time I'm going to crouch. Did we lose it? Is it going to come around? Oh, wait. I need to flick through. No, baby went back. I'm not sure if this is like I need to be quick enough to get in there to get the axe. So I feel like we need the axe. The axe has been discussed. And they do describe this game as having puzzles. And this feels like a puzzle to me. So let's crouch. Let's run. Let's see. Do we see baby? Oh, no, baby. I guess maybe we're not attracting enough of baby's attention, perhaps? Maybe there is something I've overlooked. I'm just gonna explore this area a little bit and see what I can find. And maybe play around with the baby a little bit more. Okay, I came into Jiro's little shack. With the right tool, we could probably destroy these planks, so we do need to steal the axe from the baby. It is true. But how do we steal an axe from a baby? I actually have an idea, and I think it's a bad idea, but I'm going to try it anyways. My idea is I'm just going to try and grab it right now instead of trying to, like, lead the baby out. So I'm going to just try and grab it and then run. So let's wait for this guy to turn around. And once this guy turns around, I'm going to try and... No, baby got me immediately. That's a bad idea. I thought I could, like, just yank it and run. I'm stupid. We were told about the bell, and I looked around for the bell. There's a bell in the back of the thing, so now is the baby turned around? We have the dark one. Yep. Baby's looking at the bell now. I was making unnecessary work for myself. We were just straight up told, like, hey, there's a bell. So I probably should have looked around a bit more for that. For some reason, I can't stand holding this axe. Interesting. Something wrong with this axe. Perhaps it was the murderous intent implied to it whenever... Daichi sharpened it to the point where it was like, hey, come get it if you really want it that bad, Jiro. Okay, so we were able to get through. It was a little puzzle, and I was trying to turn it into a puzzle of speed instead of a puzzle turning it into an arrangement of running around, which we were told we need to run, and we did see that they were faster than us. So I don't know why. I should have used my brain. The Jiro's Journal, May 23rd, 2019. I can't take this anymore. Why did I ever come here? I tried to board a train and get out, but there was not a single person at the station. And yet, I still feel like something was looking at me. I've never felt anything like it. Piercing. What the hell is going on? I feel like I can't even leave. Like I'm in a prison with all these monstrous people. I have to talk to Mayo-sama. He is good and benevolent. He's a good and benevolent man. I know he can take things. He can make things better for me, but the residential district is blocked off from us. I'll have to use my ladders to sneak in. Okay, we're going to need to acquire a ladder. It's always handy to keep ladders on hand. So we found ladder. We were told about ladder. Looks like we can either climb or collect ladder. Before we do that, I want to take a look at this area since we discovered it. And I don't believe anything will be able to see us over here. There's a little water pouring into a little trough. I said trough. You typically say trow, not tro. This ladder, not accessible. It's a shitty ladder. We don't deal with shitty ladders. We only deal with Jiro's finest. Thank you. What's this note? Oh, timeline of Kisaragi, 1883. As part of the... I'm actually going to turn this one off so I can read. As part of the Meiji government's effort to spread Shinto, Kisaragi Shrine is constructed at a humble town forms around it. 1938, this big jump. Ongoing efforts to expand the railways lead to the creation of Kisaragi Station. 1939 to 1969, the railways lead to various industries coming to Kisaragi and opening factories as well as a mine. Okay, we know there's a mine here related to the factories. Probably getting at metal, I would assume. 1970, the young entrepreneur Mayo moves to town and makes plans to create a large manor right in the middle of the town. 1974, Mayo Manor is finished and becomes a tourist attraction. 2005, Mayo purchases additional land, including the mine, which was shut down in 1998. 2011, the earthquake and tsunami lead to substantial damage to the railways and result in resources being diverted to other places. The town population plummets to less than 1,000 as factories close and those with means get out. 2011-2015, many that remain in the town live in destitution, and the factory district becomes a shanty town, which is where we currently are. 2015, Mayo reopens the mines, bringing us back to prosperity. Okay, so in between 2011, 2015, something breathing. I don't think anything new appeared because we didn't get a vision. Something was discovered in those mines that led to the situation. It's hard to say because it is 2019. So whatever it took 4 years if it was a mine-driven. Whatever happened came from the mines. Addicts' ravings. The doctor doesn't believe me. No one does. But I swear, if I just concentrate, I can see what other people see. The blacksmith staring at his son's shrine, the old woman pleading with her grandson to drive them out of town, but also something flying, like way high up. I've never felt like this before. I've gone through withdrawal before, but this has never happened. Never. Just a couple more days. If I can get through this, just a couple more days, maybe this will all stop. So the addict, was it whether it was via like drug-induced things, was able to gain the same vision that we have, and we're starting to see or have ideas about the enemies that we currently face. I believe that they were called the Ascended. So perhaps the addict had they not believed what they were seeing was a result of withdrawal. They could have been aware of like, oh shit, there is something happening. But I mean, once you're seeing visions, like if I started having visions right now and the visions kind of clued me into something like that guy over there who's running around, so perhaps we should speed this up and get to somewhere. Yeah, I wanted to get to somewhere where oh shit, there you are. You were on the other side of me. Because there's a guy over there. We don't seem to be able to get up there. We didn't receive a vision telling us that there were new things, so perhaps it's just this guy on the move. So perhaps we don't need to worry about that other guy just yet, or perhaps the other guy over there, like even though we can see them, perhaps it's not time for us to be. Let's crouch down. Let's get down. Okay, yeah. Oh shit! Where'd you come from? Oh, that was the one in the darkness. That's funny. Assuming that is the one in the darkness. That's actually like a pretty good reversal for like if you've played Siren. Because I was assuming when I saw darkness, I was assuming that that was like one of these ascended in like a well. That was my first assumption. I was like, okay, there's something in that well that we passed. Then I was like, oh yeah, it'll pop out at some point. But perhaps What it actually is something down, like perhaps looking at the wall down here. Okay, so this is the one that's going to turn around. Hopefully we're obscured. Yeah, we're obscured. It can't see us. We don't need to worry. We do need to worry about that one, though. I'm not sure if we're supposed to just make a run for that door. Perhaps we should just make a run for that door. Luckily, that one didn't see us. Kind of go ahead and fall off. I'm not... Oh, yeah, I can see it in that corner there. So let's go ahead and just run in. Run into safety. Can I close the door? You can use the number keys while gazing to quickly jump. Oh, yeah. This was... I believe this was a thing in, like, Siren where you could, like, assign, numbers to the things. Okay, so yeah, if we didn't want to cycle through, we have like hotkeys. Oh, yep, we've received a vision, so we know we have new visions. Jiro's plan. I must reach Mayo-sama's mayor without being seen. I know I'm not supposed to be here after curfew. They're all still out and about. I'll have to plan my route carefully. For some reason, I feel safe in here for now. Perhaps it's because of the Afuda. What is an Afuda? I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing this is an Afuda. The Afuda makes me feel safe. Maybe this is a good place to hide and plan my next move. Okay, so the game is just straight up being like, hey, you will need to stop and like plan your moves from time to time. Because we know that there is a guy right there. And we also know there's a guy out here who was just kind of looking that way. So we can come over here. There's another baby-sounding one inside of a building with fancy-looking doors, so we'll have to be aware of that. There's one going along the rooftops. A red building with another Afuda, so we know we have another safe spot coming up somewhere. We should probably just follow along with these as they do their patrol route and kind of get an idea of where they are, so we can see the water spilling. So we know we're in the building to the right of it currently, or I guess behind it now, but to its left now. Okay, so I think this one's just patrolling up and down the street, so we'll have to be aware of that. There is another one at the end of the street, but to the left, because I think it's going to turn right here. Because it's not where it turns. I guess it keeps going farther down. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Hello? Hi? You going to go that way? Thank you. This is looking like a tricky... Like it'll be a tricky area. And boy, this guy's got a long patrol route. Seems like it just goes down the entirety of this road. Is this where that red building is? No, it looks like maybe it just stops in the middle of the road to take a look at that safe building that we saw. There's at least 3 of them just on this one road alone. And we know that one of these homes... Okay, then it takes a little detour into a backyard. The bridge back here. Okay, so even if we're able to get into this backyard, we'll have to be aware that this guy could come along and kind of ruin stuff for us. This also explains why we saw that safe house, because it's going to turn here. We'll see the safe house. Okay. There's one that's like on the edge of town. We can see train tracks. It's just going through backyards again. These backyards look like they might be sectioned off from us, so not too much to be concerned of. Just don't want to run out and get seen by this. How many are there exactly? Let's see. So this is one, laughing one. There's a dead body there. And this one's looking at a lantern of some sort. This one's by the safe house. The baby. This is the long boy. I wasn't actually counting, but I think there's 5. Let's see. One. Oh, let's start with the laughing one. 1. Okay, so there's 6 of them. I was doing a bad job counting, yes. Okay, so we were told that we should plan. Unfortunately for me, I have no ability to visualize things in my head. Like if I close my eyes and try to think about the route that we should take, it's just black. So I would like literally need to like either draw a map out or else I'm not sure if we hit a save point once we got in here. Hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? Can't see me or can't do anything because of the Afuda. I don't remember the exact places in the letter. I could stop and check the journal, which I will. The Ufuda, I was putting an R in there. There was no R in there. Okay, we'll just follow behind you, just for now. I'm not sure if we hit a safe spot or not. I'm going to assume that room was a safe spot for now. It doesn't seem like a bad assumption, but it also isn't, I wouldn't say, a great assumption. And we do know that these guys kind of overlap in certain places, so we don't want to make assumptions about being safe. So like, I can take a peek because we know that that guy is gone. Like, we could just bolt for it. Like, because we know a couple of them look at that safe house at certain points. None of them are currently looking at it, but something saw me. I feel like we're going to get got. Because we got screamed at, but we did manage to get... This is where we started. Yeah, this is where we started. Whoops. This was the safe house we started at. That didn't help anybody by running back here. Okay, so I just followed that guy and then... See, this is what I told you about visual... the visual thing. Going? Where are you going, buddy? I'm guessing it flies up to the sky to, like, reset its patrol. So, like, if you manage to get away, you can kind of, like... restart essentially. And we're in grass here. I don't know if crouching will actually help not get seen in tall grass. I'm gonna pretend it does. It's nice to think that it might help us. Nothing over here. I don't see anything. I see a note. I'm gonna walk over here and grab the note. Doctor's clinical follow-up from March 28th, 2019. Thank you for coming to see me as soon as you weren't feeling well, Baruto-san. It is with some humility that I must admit I cannot find what is causing your skin condition, and ever since our phone troubles, I cannot get proper referral. That said, I've ruled out scleroderma, something with the skin, sclero hitting your derm, and whatever is causing your skin to tighten doesn't seem immediately distressing from a health concern. As we've said, you do look years younger. As soon as the train arrives, I think a consultation in the city hospital might be warranted. Try not to worry. I think it will be okay. What might not be is note stops suddenly, and you check the other side, but there is no more writing. Okay. So we hear drums, so we can assume that perhaps there is... Well, I was going to say we can assume there's something out there. Obviously. Hey, what's up? Can't juke them. We know that they're faster than us. Let's see where we start. We start back here. Okay, cool. This is a safe spot. That is nice to know. We know this guy's going to come. So this guy does a loop around the house, so that gives us a chance to get out there. Now, the game clearly wants us to... It's giving us a tip and telling us literally what we should be doing. I, however, going to try and forge my own path, see what I can do. We do know it's going to get unsafe out there. In fact, I don't know if this is a safe place. Let's go ahead and just take a look. So this is that guy that just went past us. That's the baby. Someone going across the rooftops. No one... Okay, someone's currently entering the street. The laughing one. I think the laughing one is going to go down the street. It's coming down the street. Someone hanging out. So we can't just make a break down the road either. So this is the starting guy. Baby. Okay, so it seems like there's two... Oh, we got seen. And we can just watch it come and get us. Okay, so there's 6 total. There's a starting guy, and once we get past that, I don't think we really have to worry about the starting guy. There are 2 that are kind of like ambushes. One is looking at a lantern. One has like fancy doors, so it might be like a fancier home that we should be on the lookout for. So that leaves 3 that are patrolling that street. Now, I don't think that the idea is that we should just kind of yellow it and just run down here. It does seem like we should duck in and out between these... Hey, you can't come in here. I saw the thing. There's the thing here. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. This is our space. I don't think we're supposed to yellow it like that. That's a bad idea, and we're not learning how to play the game properly by doing that. But now we only have to deal with 5 of them, since that 6th one is kind of out of the game, which is nice. I do like that they get a weird smile whenever they start to pursue you. That is nice. Let's see what this note says. Doctor's clinical follow-up, April 3rd, 2019. Thank you for coming to see me when you weren't feeling well tomorrow-san. I must humbly apologize and say that I've been going through my textbooks to no avail. Whatever is causing your facial discomfort is something that I'm not totally familiar with. I know that's not what you want to hear from a doctor, and I know it's not what I'd like to tell a patient. But I don't see any cause for serious health concerns, and if the blasted phones come back, or with the next train, you might want to take a trip or make an appointment with a licensed dermatologist. Regrettably, note stop suddenly, nothing more. So this doctor's having a rough time. A lot of things that they can't explain or know exactly what to do with. Got to go to the big city hospital to figure these things out. Okay, so we know that this road is going to be a problem because a lot of people patrol it, and we know that people also patrol the backyard parts. I don't know if... Why can I interact with that? It's just reiterating, and it makes me feel safe. I'm not sure if this is a new checkpoint now that we've been here or not. Not exactly sure. What is this? Don't see fancy... I don't know why I looked in there like, hey, do I see fancy doors? Like, at that point, if we see the doors, it's too late. We're not in a safe house. We're just in a place where we can obscure their vision. What is this? It's just a little screen protector. Not screen protector, Jesus. Screen divider. What is that over there? That's not a safe spot, but I do see note. So for better or for worse, even if we get got, we have note, and then we don't have to come over here again. Doctor's clinical follow-up, April 9th. Thank you for coming as soon as you weren't feeling well, Tokugawa-san. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I look forward to examining your body in detail again. Your skin condition, I shouldn't say this, is not unique, and many of the people in this village have talked to me about it, some kind of epidemic. But everyone I've seen is in good health otherwise. Nothing to fear. It tightens the skin, makes you look young and beautiful. It never... suddenly... Okay, so the doctor's making the best of it. Like, hey, think about how hot you are with your tight skin. Your skin's never been this tight. Do you think it'll ever be this tight again? You should soak it in, live it, enjoy your tight skin, actually. As a medical professional, I think you're overreacting, actually. Okay, so that takes us back to the start. Well, let's just make a break for it. That's kind of been... Wait, is this back to... This is the way that we came from. Whoops. Let's make a break back to where we came from. We can crouch down here, because this does seem to be a good spot. Because even if... Nope. Let's crouch. Even if something comes, we should be obscured here. The first one, baby. You're in the road. You go for a long time. I think this one... Yeah, we're just right there, I believe. So if I were to run out, we would get caught. So perhaps we should follow this guy, because this guy's going to go around. There's two things in the road. So that guy's going by. We're going to take a left. Okay, so we're going to... I don't know if it just goes on a loop. Actually, wait, we shouldn't go out there. I was going to say we should go out there now, but where is... Shit, I should have followed that guy. Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I followed the one that was close to us, and I saw that... Oh, nope, that was... I saw this opening over here, and I was like, oh, I should run for that opening. I shouldn't run to that opening. That was not a good opening to run to. Oh, wait, that guy's coming. So I'm at the first safe spot where we just ran around the corner. What I'm going to try to do this time, because last time, I went further down the street. This time I'm going to... I think that guy just does a quick check over there. I'm not sure what else, but I think that's the guy who checks this bridge. I don't think there is a second one that checks this bridge. Never mind. Let's see if we can get over here. We can crouch down. Okay, that one isn't checking the bridge so much as it just kind of came out here for a second. So we'll just go ahead and run it. Ooh, and another letter. Doctor's clinical follow-up, April 12th, 2019. Thanks for coming to see me. First of all, you are an elderly woman, Takami-san. I would think anything to reduce wrinkles would be a welcome change. Secondly, I don't like the implication that you felt my examination was, in your words, creepy. I am happily married, and you could be my grandmother. These are ugly accusations, and I guess that it is to be expected, considering who they are coming from. Your daughter rejected Mayo-sama, and she rejected the sacred ore. At any rate, administer my topical oil for the swelling and hope you don't get sick. And then no more writing. Okay, so the doctor has been a little a little strange with the diagnoses of like, hey, don't worry that much. You're less ugly now. Think of the wrinkles. They're not there. Didn't you want less wrinkles? Shut up, old woman. Strange doctor. We'll go ahead and duck in here. Oh, a little safe house. A little secret safe house. We can come in here. Nice. What is this? Just a little cabinet of sorts. We can take a peek out here. I'm guessing, based on how this is, we'll probably see one fly by. This is another... No, this is a professor's report. Professor's report, June 10th, 2015. Before the phones went out, I had managed to smuggle some of the ore to the university and received a report from the chemistry lab. They had a metallurgist look at it. They had metallurgists, multiple, look at it. And when they called, they had said that it was singularly the worst metal they had ever seen in terms of application. It was soft like gold, but not particularly conductive to temperature or electricity. It is dull, heavy for its volume, and it's not good for engineering or any purpose. I was told 10 was even worth more in terms of use. To that end, I cannot fathom how Mayo-san is profiting off this, but somehow it is mined and made into tools here, and somehow Mayo ships it off and funds the town. Totally stumped. Okay, so the mines here are mining out just some junk metal that the Mayo-san is making a lot of money off of. Also, very funny that we went from Jiro, who was lower class, into this like who was like Mayo-sama, but now we're in like the residential district, and they're like, oh, Mayo-san, whatever. He's not the boss of me, even if maybe he could be the boss of me. Okay, so I think we're going towards those big lamps at the end of the street. So you're going to come here. Do you go to the left? I think this guy goes to the left. Yeah, so this is off where we are, I believe. I believe we're in that building just right there. Yeah, I can see the Ofuda. Which way are you going to go now? Are you going to go right? So if you go right, this is going to be a problem for me. Nope, you're just kind of going in circles. All right, let's not get turned around. Actually, should I go? Actually, I thought I saw a face going that way. Sometimes... Oh, I was like, I'll run around this way. I don't know why I would go out in the street when I could go this way. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, you can't come in here, buddy. Yeah, you gonna fly off into the sky? No, you're just gonna return to your route. You see me again? I'm interested. Why did that one guy fly off into the sky? I wonder if that's like a programming, like, exception. Like, if like they end up in a state that they're not supposed to. If perhaps they just fly into the sky. The dude's just chilling now. What are you doing, dude? Okay, no, he kind of got stuck for a moment. He was waiting for his like thing to start up again, I guess. Also, we were able to look through the eyes of one while it was still in like pursue mode. I mean, it was going back to its spot, but it seemed like it was laughing quicker. Okay, maybe it just waits for a moment because it's like, well, I just saw something there. I guess I can wait. And there's a guy there who's turning around. I think that guy is going to go across the bridge. Okay, so let's, I guess, make a break for it and see if we can run down the street. We need to be... Nope, we pissed something off, and we know we're about to piss something off over there. And then we know those babies are fast, so we know we're not getting away. Unless we do get away. Can they... I think they can go through walls. Because one came through... No, one didn't come through a wall. Well, I did just... I did this in maybe the dumbest way, but we did make it to the end of the street. I'm hoping at the end of the street there is... this is the one I'm worried about. I don't want it to see me. We know there's a baby, and... We know there's a baby in there, but we're going to have to run by to just kind of slip on by, and hopefully we hit a safe... like a save spot at some point. Running into this... Oh, we're getting into the manor. We went through the residential district, and now we're coming up to the manor. Ding dong, I'm here. Doctor's Clinical Follow-Up, April 14th, 2019. Thank you for coming to see me, Noriko. I know our examination was short, and I administered analgesic? I actually don't know what that word is. For the headache, I mean, we can assume that it was something to stop the headache. For the headaches you get looking through the eye of the ascended. Okay, so they're just straight up talking about it. It is so wonderful, and maybe the psychosomatic... It is so wonderful, and maybe this is psychosomatic, but I am but I think I'm seeing it too. The blood vessels in my eyes are strained, and it could cause a blood vessel to burst. A doctor needs his eyes, but it's so beautiful. But a doctor needs his eyes, but it's so beautiful. A doctor needs his eyes, but it's so beautiful. The note continues on. Note continues on like this, including the backside. That's funny. That's a fun joke to like wrap up the actual medical reports getting like cut off, and just like the doctor just kept like all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. Okay, we've hit a new one. I hope that's game safe. Woof, woofa doofa. Okay, so hey, what's up, dog? There's a couple of you. I'm not sure if they're just chilling. That one seemed to have moved a bit. I'm not sure if it. Yeah, that one's moving around just a little bit. Okay, so we've hit a new area. Let's, I guess, get to sneaking. Maybe, we were told the first time that we should. Let's look through them. Okay, so there's is that a bath? This looks like the starting screen, which actually makes a lot of sense now. We were seeing the starting screen through like a window like this. So it's something looking on. I don't know why I even didn't think about that. Because like obviously when you think about like film and stuff like that, they talk about like voyeuristic shots, and I didn't even think about that on the starting screen, despite knowing about the whole like vision aspect of this game. Oh, a lot of them are looking through windows, looking at a gong. This one is looking at a gate of some sort. Looking in, I'm not sure if this is the same room from a different angle, but I believe it is. So maybe this room's just super fucked. Can they go through walls though? Is the question. Not exactly sure if they're able to pierce through walls or if they have to adhere to physical objects. Looking in. See, this doesn't look like this room, but it does look like the first room. Is there a red? No, maybe it's not the same room. Okay, and then we're back at the start. Okay, so most of them are looking in at rooms. Like, was this the only one that's looking outside? Yeah, the only one looking outside, I'm guessing, is that guy. Seems like most of them are just like staring into windows. So perhaps we're in a pseudo safe zone for now, aside from wherever that guy's looking. So maybe the goal of this area is going to be distract that guy somehow. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what we should be doing right now. Well, obviously we're trying to make our way to Aunt Noriko and the shrine. Is the shrine going to be in the manor area? Engineer Kentaro's Diary, January 6, 2019. I want to trust in the new order, the new way, but this is absurd. The year we live in, if Mayo-sama desired a remote switch to open the door, there are electronics that do this. But to engineer all of this with counterweights and gears and then destroy the schematics? I did, but I can't let it all go. And not to mention the controls for the fountains inside are located outside. Why does it all even need to be tied to the shishi odishis at all? Why have them be inside? What possible reason for such a convoluted setup? And what does he intend to hide in this tower that's so important to lock up? Okay, so now we have our goal, and now we know why all these damn things are looking inside. Looking inside because they're looking at door seems to be locked. Doesn't seem to be a keyhole. Okay, so they were specifically talking about, hey, what's up? You looking at me right now? Because I could be looking at me through you. There's a Resident Evil ass puzzle here that is blocking off this specific tower, it would seem. I can assume since that one was locked that it was speaking about that one. What is this? Oh, another coin. A large coin with a number 4. Okay, so either they're out of order or I've missed 2 and 3, which is a shame. I haven't been being particularly thorough, which is a shame. I love picking up collectibles in games, so I might have to come back for a second playthrough on my own time at some point. Oh, there's just straight up levers here. I'm not sure if I'll pull the levers and I'll piss off the guys up there, or if... Oh, you know what it probably is? Okay, we're supposed to... This is just like a puzzle where we're going to... okay, so that... okay, you're number 1, right? Let me... Okay, so 1 is up. 2 is up. 3... Oh, I should probably be noting which way it is up. And you know what? I have notes next to me, so I'm going to go through them. And I'm gonna start my pencil. I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna write down like I'm gonna draw what they look like. Actually, that'll be smarter. Okay, so I'm gonna refer to these in which direction because they're all diagonal, but which way they're pointing up. So 1 is pointing to the right, 2 is pointing to the left, 3 is pointing to the right. Oh, I wrote down 1, 2, 3 instead of their actual numbers. Wait, if I go here, U5. Okay, yeah, no, that was right. Okay, they were in the order. I was like, oh damn it, I just wrote down instead of what number in the order they were. 2 pointing to the left, 3 pointing to the right, and 4 is gong. So what happens when I pull this? It's still on 5. Oh, wait. Was I missing one? No, this would be 1. Yeah, because then she was pointing to this would be 3, this will be gong, this will be 5. Okay, so that made it... It stopped... It's like pouring differently now. If I pull this, and we go in, and we go here... That one hasn't changed. Did this one change? I mean, we just pull it again, find out. Assuming that it's in a binary. Oh, they turn. Is this number 1? Okay, so they're turning multiple times. It's not that they're going to go up or down. It's that we're going to spin them around. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's 1. I'm guessing that we want them active like that is the point of the puzzle. I think that's a pretty safe assumption, so we'll come here. Did you turn? You turn? Yeah, you're on now. So let's come here. Come here, let's go back to 2. Yeah, there we go. And that one hit the water. And now that the puzzle has been active, did any of them change what they're looking at? It doesn't look like any of them changed what they're looking at. Now, we do know that there's an extra one that was looking at a gong. And if I had to just make a hot guess, I'm going to guess that the gong is going to be in the one that we're going into. And it's just kind of a warning to be like, hey, be prepared for what's coming up. Also, this one could be, yeah, because we see a couch. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. Okay, cool. There's a note, however. Blacksmith Daichi's report, October 6, 2018. This ore is terrible, if we're being frank. This also makes sense why the axe immediately broke. It's soft. I mean, not the worst, but I can't imagine it being used in a machine or anything. It doesn't seem safe. It makes me dizzy. Oh, sorry about my tooth. I have a very small gap between like the very top of my teeth, and sometimes it whistles. So I'm never sure if that picks up on the microphone, so sorry about that. It makes me dizzy and nauseous to work with, but funnily enough, it seems to calm Toshio when he is crying in his crib after I come in after working with it. Well, the gong is made, and Mayo has paid handsomely for me to make it and destroy the cast I created and the schematics he gave to me when it was done. I need to lie down. Okay, so the metal... like we could assume, came out of the mine that was reopened. Probably has something to do with this. It's making them like nauseous and dizzy. The baby seemed to enjoy it though. This baby, it's maybe got a kick for highs already so early in life. Actually, wait, where'd the cow? Okay, I wasn't sure about this cow stat, and actually. I wasn't sure about the cow statue. If I was like, do I recognize it? Because there's a statue in Animal Crossing. I'm not sure if it was a cow or if it was a wolf of like, I think it was of a wolf, like drinking like the milk underneath. It's like called the motherly statue in that game. But I'm not smart enough to know about, what it's actually called. Okay, so we know that there's a guy out there. And that guy is, I'm guessing, yeah, he's just looking at it. Right there. So what's the point? We want to go up there, but if we go up there, we're going to get seen. Can we distract this? Is there something we can do to distract this guy? Do I need to be worried about being seen through a wall? Will it just go through the wall and get me? I'm not exactly sure. Well, we've hit a safe point, and that puzzle wasn't too terribly difficult. So I suppose the best thing we can do is to just maybe go up there and see what, fuck around and find out, or we could crouch and be safe. We don't want to be seen. So let's look at the line of vision. What can be seen here? So right now we're in that left corner. If we crouch to the left... Okay, so we're going to be seen, but it can't come in. Is anything coming for us, or any of them moving? Yeah, they seem to be moving into position to, I guess, see us. Gong. Oh, I could ring this with the mallet. It's in the corner of the room. Okay, so we've attracted them, and once one saw us, the others seem to have seen us and have shown up. So we'll go ahead and hit the gong. Oh, they did not like that. They did not enjoy the gong. Can they still see? Oh, the gong has messed up their vision. What just happened? Interesting. So it seems like the gong, which was made out of metal, made their head all fuzzy. So they were no longer able to see us. I'm not sure if it affected that guy. I'm going to assume that the idea was that it did affect them all. I mean, we can go through them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they're all affected. So we can use this moment of weakness to go ahead and just run by this guy and get into the building. Okay, so that's good to know. I was assuming that it's a good face. I was assuming that the metal had created them, and perhaps that is still true. But it also seems that either the sound or just the vibrations from the sound from the metal specifically does seem to stun them at the very least. Sliding doors can be opened and closed. We can't see anything yet, so we're being warned before we get our vision to let us know. I'm not sure if that's like letting us know, like, hey, you should then get out of here and close this, because like someone's gonna like come through here. Let's read this note first. Gardener Yamato's musings. I do miss being able to tend to the courtyard whenever I want, but I know Maya-sama will let us out again once the betrayer fesses up, and personally, I have my suspicions. Regardless, it is nice to always have Maya-sama by me whenever I'm in the courtyard now. That said, he does often make me leave for a few minutes. And then I hear strange noises and then nothing until he comes back sometimes later before allowing me to return to my work. I hope to someday earn his trust, and trust to the point where he'll not need to hide this from me, but I understand that I am not worthy of it yet. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure if they can open doors. Let me go ahead and hit 1. Okay, so this is the first one. So 1's looking at a door, right? 1's moving around. Oh, in a kitchen. Not exactly sure where you're going to go. That's kitchen 1. 1's looking down at a courtyard. Oh, I went backwards. Okay, so there's only 3 of them in this area, so we should probably follow through and see. Oh, kitchen 1 seems like it's just going around in circles. So whenever we find kitchen, we'll have to figure out a pathway through kitchen. Actually, it seems like kitchen has one way in, one way out. So perhaps there is just something we need in the kitchen. Unless that... No, that's not a door. Okay, so I think that's a key on the counter to the left. So perhaps we just need to come in here and get that key. There is that table. Is the table in the middle? I want a better shot of the table in the middle because I'm not sure if it's a small table. Yeah, there's a table there, and even if we went under that table, this thing would see us. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a hiding spot in there. So once we get in there, we'll just have to go ahead and, like, you know, grab that key and get out. Or that's going to be a puzzle one where we have to distract it or slow it down somehow. So this one's going through what appears to be a dining hall of sorts. And then it takes a peek into the room that we're in. And even though it sees us, it's not getting mad. There is a bell there, so we could distract it. You're the kitchen one, and you're just chilling. Okay. So we know we can ding-a-ling and get that guy to come over here. Okay, so yeah, we should do that, because once we go through there, we'll be in trouble. Sliding doors can be open and closed, so we'll go ahead and close you. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's a reason to go in this room. I think this, yeah, it's just a tutorial on closing the door. There is another door over there. Is that the only thing in this room? I'm not sure if that thing to the right of it right now, that's going to turn around. Well, I was about to, that does look like a door. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was looks like it's boarded off, though. There is a door in that room, though. Hey, you better like that spot. I shouldn't ring it when it's so close. All right, well, I'll ring it now. And we'll run through. I don't have the key to open this. Is it in the kitchen? It won't budge. I like this little music thing. This isn't the music that I would have expected to hear here. Okay, so that won't budge. So we'll probably have to come at it from a different... That's locked from the other side. What is this? We interact with it. Of course it's headless. That is a good point. You would be headless. The crow scared me. So what should we be doing here? That guy's distracted. Won't budge. Is there a key? Does not seem to be a key here. What should we do then? Is there something in this garden that I didn't see? Because this won't budge, but I think that leads into that room that we were just in. This one needs a key. We don't have a key. We know key is in kitchen. Oh, we can distract this one. We can distract it to make it look... Oh, what are you? Well, let's just ring it and see. Ring it, see what happens? Well, we're about to die. Just kidding. Gonna close the door. Nope, could not close the door. It's not a... It says sliding doors. This is not a sliding door, so it cannot close. So I think we're supposed to ring it. So it gets distracted. It's gonna come over here. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna ring this one. Who did that attract? I guess that bell attracted kitchen guy. So was there a door in here I didn't see? Seems like, oh yeah, there's a door to the left that I didn't see. So we're gonna have a time limit on this. So we want to distract this one. Because I think what happened was it eventually hit its like time limit and then it got uninterested in this and resumed its patrol. Maybe I went somewhere I shouldn't and it saw me. I mean, I was running around all that room, so I think eventually it's just going to get bored of that. So we'll just give it a shot. See how it goes. Grab the key, servants' quarters. Bye. We'll go ahead and run over here. Come in here. I don't have the key for this door. Don't have the key for that door because that door won't budge. So what we want to do is I think we want to go in there. Oh wait, no, there was another locked door in there, wasn't there? I wasn't thinking. It didn't attract it? Did it go away? Where'd it go? No, there it is. And I left that door open, so I'm just going to go ahead and ring this one. I'm going to go ahead and close that. So that one, we don't have to worry about that one. And we have the key to... We do not have the key to that door. All right, so we have the key to this door. We don't have a bell for this one. So what we should do is we should piss it off, close it. You're going to turn around. So I'm going to open this. Oh, nope. I was like, I'll go in after it. Do we still have the key? I imagine we still don't have the key. Is this the kitchen? I don't see the key on the counter. Yeah, it seems like we kept the key. Okay, so we don't need to do that again. I think I have the right idea here. We should attract it. It's going to turn around. That is not the one that I wanted to look at. This one's going to turn around. It's going to go away. Oh, see, it does a second spin. A little gotcha. We're going to come inside. We're going to come over here. We're going to open that one. Come in here. Close that one. And boom. And I think this leads out to the... here. I don't know why we would want to come out here, but we can now. Oh, well, we'll probably want to go back out here once we get the key for that door. I'm guessing. Chief So's... I don't know how to hit that accent, so I'm just... So? It's probably supposed to be like so, like with an H at the end. If I just had to take a stab at it, but that's probably a bad stab to take. So I will just continue taking that stab. Chief So's diary page. Actually, I'll turn off the thing. I've never been so angry, disgusted, and ashamed after everything Mayo-sama has done for us. To think that one of us would betray his trust makes me want to throw up, and the fact that I don't even know who it is makes me distrust all the other servants. Years and years of service, and now I have to be grouped in with the sort of mongrel who would steal the key to Mayo-sama's tower. That being said, I cannot deny that I feel a great deal in pride that he has chosen to still allow me to leave the servants' quarters and still cook for his guests. He even entrusted me to with the servants' quarters keys to come and go as I please. I hope he knows that I am not like the others. Okay, so Chief So, bit of a suck up. I mean, there's people who actually like their jobs. It's wild, but there are people who do like their jobs. What is that on the floor? Oh, that's just the padlock. Okay, so we've gotten new visions that we can see. Someone looking through an open door. So we'll have to be wary of an open door at some point. Someone in darkness, once again. Someone is patrolling through the rooms. Someone patrolling through the rooms. Okay. So we should probably watch the two who are patrolling's routes and see where they're going. So this one hits a screen, a divider. Comes over here to an open door. Passes through. It does a little spin. A little sneaky spin that they do. Okay, so is this one just going back and forth between this and the screen divider? I keep wanting to say protector like an idiot. Okay, no. This one... Yeah, this one's kind of just making like a U shape, it would seem. This one seems like it might be the more problematic one. Just if I had to guess that this one's going to be going back and forth and a bit more of an erratic thing. Okay, it comes here. You can see the sunset. Turns around. And is this one just going to go, like, make a shot through these halls? Now, this will be interesting because we can close these doors. So I'm assuming the idea that the puzzle that we're about to see... Oh, and they've become bloody. Yeah, this one's just going back and forth. So I'm guessing that the idea for this area is going to be that we need to... is that a thing over there? I'm not sure what that is. That we need to proceed through in such a way that we're, like, shutting doors to kind of trap them behind us. I'm not able to open this. Oh, it was just like cobwebs or something. It was just cobwebs on the thing. We can see the sunset out in the distance. Okay, so this will be an interesting area. So the first area that we saw was kind of a tutorial. The first area where we saw the Ascended was kind of a tutorial. And then we had a bit of a, I guess, not, I don't want to say extended tutorial, but like the test to make sure, like, okay, you're going to be dodging these things. Be ready for that. You know, we had that, and then we had our first like big puzzle of the game where we had to, you know, rearrange the shishi odishis, I believe that's what it was. I'm stupid, so that's probably wrong. So we had a puzzle, and now we have kind of what seems like it's going to be a puzzle while sneaking. So we're going to open this up. We're going... Shit, that dog's metal! I mean, I guess we were told about the metal. We're going to wait for it. I'm going to open it. You looking? Nope, stay away. See, I have a means. I can look back, and we can see... Oh, that guy's already gone back to his spot. See, this is the guy I don't want to attract. I do not want this guy to come over. Metal guy can come over if he wants... Well, metal guy's just chilling. Maybe he takes a while. Maybe they're a little stuck. Okay, so yeah, you're coming over to finish your patrol. You see the bloody face. Metal face is just chilling. Metal face could be a problem for us now. Because I'm going to open this, and I want you to come over here. Yeah, it seems like Metal face isn't going to, like, return to his original spot. He's just going to do kind of whatever, it seems. Damn. Damn. So it seems like Metal is going to go and just kind of stick there and kind of look away from us. So I'm going to close it. Let's see. So you've made it to the door. You're going to turn around. Do you do the double spin? Okay, that one. Yeah, that's doing the double spin. And luckily for us, the other one just went away. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to shut that door. I'm going to come forward. I'm going to shut your door. I'm going to shut your door for now while we think about it. What do we want to do? Because the one in there, it seems like that was just a room. I'm guessing the metal one is the one with the eyes closed. Yeah, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so maybe the metal one is this one that's spinning. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Where am I? Oh boy, I am. So we started here. So that has that guy. This one is the one with the bloody face. Bloody face we can tell because of the laughing. Okay, so you're running away. So I think what we're going to want to do with this guy, because this seems to be... Is that a... Oh, there's a coin. There's a coin in that room. I've already missed coins, so it's probably not worth trying to collect. But I do want that coin. Regardless, I do want the coin. Okay, so... Where am I again? Okay, so that's a start. So I could open this. That guy will go in here, and we'll shut the guy in there. So yeah, the coin will actually not be a problem at all. Okay, so you've just hit this. You're turning around. Now you're going. So I'm going to open this. And I'm going to hide back here. Crouch. And once it goes past, we'll shut it in there. And hopefully that room with the bloody face didn't open up to anywhere where we needed to go. Didn't have any notes. We're just going to hope. We're going to hope. And we're going to go ahead. So we know. I'm just going to go ahead and shut this just for now. We'll worry about it in a second. Because we do seem to be safe. Because luckily, they can't open doors. Pick up a coin. Has number 5 on it. So we missed 2 and 3, but we have 1, 4, 5, which is a shame that we missed 2 and 3 of, you know. It's just a shame to miss them. Okay, so Laughing Guy is just kind of stuck in this one room. I don't think we need to worry about this or the bloody face anymore. Did I pick up that note? I might have not picked up that note now that I think about it. Whoops. This one with the eyes closed. I think this is the metal one. Metal one is stuck in a room. It's going to go back and forth. There's a screen divider there. So I think the screen divider, if we open this, we'll see screen divider. So we'll go ahead and come over here. We'll crouch down because we know that while it can see, it can't see like the entirety of the screen divider. So we'll let it kind of just float on by us. I don't know if it'll go out in that room. I don't think it does. No, it does not go out in that room. So we're going to have to take our shot in this moment to go in here. But why do we want to come in here? We want to come in here because of this door. Perhaps I should have opened that door right there. I think I probably should have opened that door right there now that I think about it. Do we have an option? Do we have an option? Do we have a chance to open that door? Actually, it would have been smarter to perhaps, since this one's not leaving this room, because this isn't a ton of time we're getting in between this and that over there. Perhaps once... Okay, so it's going to go away. I'm going to go ahead and pop out, run over here. We know it's not going to pop out, so we'll go ahead and come over here. You've turned around. You don't do the double spin? Okay, you're going to come over here. Perhaps once we open this, it will, it'll like try and complete a circuit. This one's eyes are closed. This one's eyes are closed, so we'll just stay quiet in here. We don't want to make any noise. Just sleeping. We'll go ahead and read this. Thief's Journal, March 26, 2019. If I had known that bastard would lock us all in here, just because I stole this key, I would have just ran away. Of course I wanted to steal from his tower before I break away and start anew. Who cares? Look at this manor. He had more wealth than everyone else I've ever met combined. They all act like us being locked here is normal. I can't explain the hold he has over everyone. Is it really just their greed? At this point, I genuinely think I might die here. He is giving us less and less food. I can tell there is something strange in it, and he even said that we won't need food anymore soon, and yet everyone else keeps smiling. So, if I had to guess, once we pick up that key, we're going to piss this guy off. So, I'm guessing what we should do is, this is the metal guy. Maybe we should do something with the metal guy first. Is there anything we can do? Are you making a circuit now? No, the metal guy will never make a circuit. So I think what we want from this situation is we're going to want to pick up this key. So you're going to turn around. We're going to open that door. Yeah, we want to open this door as soon as this guy looks away. Yeah, this guy will go to the door. Then we'll open the door. We'll take the key. We'll run out. We'll close the door. Maybe not close the door immediately because we'll probably get got, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out because I assume this guy's gonna wake up as soon as we pick up that key. So let's go ahead and on that. And we'll open the door. Joink. Picked up the tower key. Oh, you were just chilling there. Okay, so what should we do once we pick up the tower key? I'm gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to be. I think I'm gonna have to be a little bit smarter about how I'm playing this. We'll go ahead and close this, and I'll wait for them. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with this and figure this out.
Note from Apostate, months, years, and for this, the Ascended, they are huge, they are imposing, but they aren't even animals, they are mindless. This is what Mael wanted, them. Look upon them, you fools, they are not gods, they are not enlightened, they are monsters. The ones in the mines are even worse. What were we even working on towards all this time? A good question. Okay, so this time I set it up so we have just a straight shot, so after I pick up the key, we'll be able to escape. I do think we should probably just run, because like from here, like I guess I could go backwards and try and close that as quickly as we can, and that actually might be a better idea. But I have made us a good escape route, but I don't know at what point we would want to turn around, because these things are faster than us. So doing like a quick little, can I run backwards? Yeah, it seems like running backwards doesn't make me go any faster, but I think this might be our best bet, so I'll get within key grabbing position. We'll close the door. Problem solved. That one is very mad at us. So just a heads up. I realized when I was like, oh, I'm going to try and figure out how to do this smarter, and it was pretty easy to figure out how to do that smarter. I ended up taking, I realized that was like, oh, it's dinner time. I should go make dinner. And then I haven't played for like a week. So whoopsie doodle. So if I'm not as good at this, which I wasn't good at it to begin with, and there's some inconsistencies between the beginning of this video and continuing on, I apologize. I probably should have checked before just walking out here, since we did just get a vision, meaning we have new ascended that we can view through. This one looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass spinning back around like this. So it corkscrews down to the bottom of the tower, and we saw one patrolling around. Is it just those two? There's at least three. Yeah, it seems like there's three. That's patrolling, corkscrew. Oh wait, is there two corkscrews? Well, we'll figure it out. So there are a few things that I realized I wanted to say about this game. What the hell is that? It's just like a big like dog statue of some sort. Interesting. Oh, this door doesn't close. So whenever corkscrew one comes down, assuming that this is the hallway, it's immediately going. Yeah, it's immediately going to see me. So I should probably just scooch on over. Let's see, corkscrew. The corkscrew one going up won't see us right now. A few things I wanted to say about this that are probably silly, but I wanted to throw them out there. I've been thinking about it, and I think the number 2 coin, or perhaps the number 3 coin, one of the bonus coins that I should say I missed. I believe one of them would be, well, obviously near the beginning of the game, but in that first little hallway with that little courtyard that had the baby one that we had to ring the bell for, there was that one face, the Ascended, who was, I don't know why I'm checking with my eyes instead of just using the mechanics of the game, but you know, it'll work for now. So it comes down, it's going up. That one's turning around, so let's go ahead and run on by. I think the number 2 coin might be by the other guy, the one who isn't the baby, I should say. Hopefully it's not coming this way. Hopefully it's not coming this way. I mean, obviously, we have mechanics and such I could use for the... What the hell is this? Just a little statue of a little... Bye. Let's crouch. Come over here. No, I got seen. So, yeah. Yeah, you got me. I think the number 2 coin might be by the guy that it's not the baby. That's all I had to say on that. ATAMA, the kanji for it, obviously it means head. But looking into it, the kanji for it is like the combination of the kanji for face and neck, and they just not like there's 2 kanji in it, but like the kanji are like combined in an interesting way. I'm not sure if we're actually safe here. I don't feel like we would be, but no one's noticed me yet. Maybe when this guy comes twirling down, he'll see me by the stairs, like, hey, stop that. Or you can do your double spin. Yeah, I also got to remember that they do that little double spin trick to try and get us. Oh, we lucked out there. And I'm perfectly fine with lucking out. I'm not too big to admit when I luck out, because lucking out, you know, sometimes luck can be a good tool. Now, what I do need to be careful of, that guy's just gonna chill there, so I'm actually gonna run back. Oh no, that was probably a good chance to just run on by. I'm just gonna hope for the best. No, we got seen again. Hey, what's up? Give me a little smooch. Mwah. So yeah, it's just like the combination for face and neck, and I thought that was like a fun way to construct the language. I thought that was interesting. Also, something that I know about this game, leading up to the release, one of the developers, Slowbeef, was tweeting about it, a conversation that he had with his mom, where he was talking to his mom, and his mom's like, "Oh, your game's coming out soon. I'll buy a copy, and I'll make sure your siblings get a copy." And he was like, "Oh, Mom, you don't have to do that." And then she was like, "Oh, you know, if you need a quote to advertise the game, you can use this quote. Mike's mama loves ATAMA." And I just keep thinking about that. It's fun to say. Good job, Mike's mama, who, as we now know, loves ATAMA. Okay, so clearly, I'm not doing this the correct way. I do need to get back into using our visions for good. And you're going to turn there. I'm not sure if that would have line of sight with me, or if it's, I mean, I guess there's a really good mechanic we could use to check if it has line of sight. Okay, so this is the one that we're standing next to right now. So it's looking that way. So I could like just run on over and get behind here.
because we know it won't see us over here. And it seems like it just kind of patrols back and forth right here, so that's not really a big deal. Now, if we could get onto that staircase and chill on the staircase, that'd be good, but I think it's going to very clearly see the entire staircase here. So we're less worried about this guy, and we're more worried about... oh, the spinny guy might cause a problem. The spinny guy might have, like, line of sight down past one of those screen dividers. That could cause us some trouble. It does seem like it'll be a race to the top against that guy. Is this the one that we are... No, I think this is going to be the one who keeps seeing me. Yeah, it's going to look to the right, and there'll be that screen divider there. So we just need to be conscious of... Like, now would be a perfect time if this guy's not looking. I think this guy doesn't turn all the way, so we'll just go ahead and run on by. Hope. You gonna come give me a smooch? I think I pissed it off, but it's not coming to give me a smooch, so I think it all worked out. I mean, the plan wasn't that much better than what I had been doing. I mean, I just paid attention to this guy instead of the other guy since I figured we could get past him. Yeah, and he's just gone back to his original route. This is the spinny guy. Let's see what the spinny guy sees. So the spinny guy does not seem to get line of sight, because I think that screen divider that was just to the left was us. So now we just have to figure out the timing to slip on by these two. It's only two that we have to worry about currently, but what would be the best way to do this? Because I think at this point, my guess would be we need to go while it's going up. I guess maybe not, because it seems like we're about in the middle, so it doesn't seem like it matters too much when we're going to slip past this guy. So I might just leave that one up to dumb luck. Like right now, it's about to be coming up. Yep, we can see it. So perhaps we'll come out of hiding. We'll follow behind you. Hopefully you don't do a little spin. Thank you for not spinning. We have another little safe spot over here. Actually, I don't know if it's safe. Doesn't seem like we would be seen over here. I probably should have gone, but oh well. C'est la vie. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll say la see what happens with this ascended going on by. Doesn't seem like it has a line of sight on us, which is good. And did Spinny Guy go by? Spinny Guy is going down. But I have lost track of this guy. I think we're just behind it now. Yeah, I think we're good too. If I slip out, well, nope. No, we're just a little bit farther than I thought we were. Yeah, because we're hidden right there. So I'll wait for you to go by. Which way takes me to Spinny Guy? Spinny Guy's coming down. So let's make a run for it. We'll crouch down here. And I think if we hide right here, the guy who's patrolling our floor won't see us. Spinny Guy, I should probably be using the keys to map to them. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure about that. I think if I hit 1 now, it'll register. Yeah, you're 1. This is the one on the floor below us, I believe. Yeah. 3 is this guy. There's no 4. Okay, so I should just remember that I can do that. So we'll wait for 3 to come by. What's 1 doing? If I scrolled the correct way, I would just be able to go between 3 and 1 easily. So, like, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now I have the direction down. Okay, so we're just right there, I believe. So I'll wait for you to go by. You're going to turn. You don't do a double turn. So we'll sneak on behind you. We'll just do a quick little, let's go up. Wrong way. You're coming down, so I'm going up. Something saw me. I should have probably hid, but I'm just going to run, and we're going to pick this up. Now we have Mayo's journal. Hopefully nothing will come up here behind us while we're reading it. But I don't know. I suppose we'll see what we learn and find up here. And then I'll just do this again if it got me. Okay, Mayo's journal. It is hard to believe that after all these years of sacrifice and completely dedicating myself to my works, that the end is finally near. Or the end is finally nearly here. Truth be told, when I started, in spite of my outward confidence inwardly, I had my doubts, but every time I saw the admiration in the eyes of the townspeople, I was reassured that I would succeed. My only regret is knowing that despite everyone's hard work, I know not everyone will be able to join me, but I will never forget that they made all of this possible. Soon I will arise, and with me so too shall the worthy. Okay, so Mayo was like, yo dogs, I'm ascending. I hope you all want to become ascended. Doesn't seem like we got chased up here. Like we've
Oh, we can sit in the chair. Got some books. These books are a mix of stories about yokai, business how-to guides, and old medical journals. I hear something screaming, but I mean, as long as it's not bothering me, you know, it's fine. They can scream all they want. Got a statue of one of the heads, some coins. Unfortunately, not the collector's coins that I have been missing. Like, I'm not sure if I should be checking things like the drawers. Those are called drawers. We can inspect this. This is probably going to be more important. So let's just... I'm exhausted and this looks comfy, but I'm not about to stick around here. That's probably a good thought. Well, we came up all the way here for, what is this? He has bars of gold just laying around while people live in the shantytown. Yeah. Oh, that's also a good point about the shantytown. Because I thought whenever we were in town earlier, so like there was the factory district where we started, and there was like the shanty town there, but then there is the shantytown courtyard, which, oh no, shantytown courtyard is where the baby was. Yeah, there were just a lot of notes over there. Okay, no, I was wrong, because then there's the residential district. That was like the town that we had to run through outside the you see. And then we can actually go and see how many areas there are left, which is convenient, because I was like trying to figure out how much longer this game is. Not that I'm saying like that it should be shorter or anything, but I was just like, I couldn't tell. I was like, I think we're maybe a little over halfway if I had to guess. But that was just a gut feeling. Statue head is extremely heavy. Okay, so we can barely move. I can no longer run. I don't know what we want to do with this head. So I guess the problem now is we got to get out. I'm not sure if there was a checkpoint there or not. So this is going to be interesting. So we'll wait for you to come up. Hopefully you don't just happen to spot me while you're doing your deal. In fact, I probably should have hidden a little better. But now that you're going down, are you the spinny boy? You're the spinny boy. We'll wait for you. I'm going to just duck back a little bit. Let's see, where's this guy? I mean, I could check, but, you know, we're at a point where we probably should just wait for it to go by. And then I'll run down. Oh, well, I can't run, obviously, right now. So I'm going to come over here. Hopefully we can duck behind this before this other guy comes back. This is fun, having to, like, kind of escape out of the area that we entered. And now we have a limitation of not being able to run. Which was like, we got up there and I was like, there's no way down. I was kind of hoping at that point the game would be like, oh boy, I'm going to take a rest. And then we would rest. And then maybe getting out of here wouldn't be as difficult. Okay, so I believe we're on that right screen divider right now, because I think this is... Oh yeah, you could kind of see her arm a little bit. Luckily, the Ascended didn't see us, and I shouldn't have just leapt out like that, because there's the spinny boy I did not bother to check for. Whoops, that was a mistake on my part. I mean... I didn't get got, so I guess it worked out. We want to go down. Spinny boy is going up. Our guy just went by. So we'll go ahead and... I probably should stay crouched. We're a little slower while we're crouched, but, you know. Get by. Back here, please. Okay. So this guy, not really going to be much of an issue for us. Now, obviously, we have to just slip on by while he's not looking, but now we're back to dealing with... Spinny boy, of course. Spinny boy always going to be a constant threat. This guy is slipping by. We're Spinny boy. Spinny boy's coming up, so it's not time. You're turning around. You're going to look at the stairs. So I think we'll come down because, yeah. So it's going to look at the. It's going to look at the stairs. It was going to look at the stairs, so I was like, oh, we'll come down, but then I went out the wrong way. Okay, we do start at the top at the very least. We don't have to pick up that journal, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, so I guess I'll see you when I get down to that floor again. Okay, wait. I made it past that guy. That was an accident. I was trying to figure out like the timing for this, and I kept looking. I was like, damn, I cannot figure out the timing to slip past all three of these guys at once. And I was thinking maybe I had to take a different route than I took up, and it seemed like it was possible that we could have gone around the other way because there was a screen divider there. Like, this guy is irrelevant to me now. I only have to worry about this guy and the spinny boy, so we're pretty much home free, because once this guy turns around, we'll go ahead and just slip out, and we can't make a mad dash out of here because we are still
weighted down, but we have made it out of the tower at the very least. So we can come over here. We can open this door. We can close this door. And we're good. We have this head. Oh, right. I was like, what do we want this head for, though, however? And I believe what we want this head for is the statue that was decapitated. Now, I don't remember if there was a thing that we needed to worry about in this court. Oh, the crow. The crow squawking got me. I was like, oh, no, one of them saw me. But luckily, we did not get seen. And I guess this will lead into the mines, I suppose. Where somewhere. Oh, also, while there's just a lever here. Oh, I guess it's stuck, but I imagine it's used to control the statue. Yeah, if you were down here, you would control it from like, hey, I need to pull this. All right, I've been missing a couple letters also. I went through and looked through to kind of like refresh myself since it had been like a week. We don't have the name for this area yet, so we can't be 100% sure that it is the oh yeah, we can even come see the coins. I was like, is there a menu for this? Yeah, I've been missing a few letters here and there, which is unfortunate. Coin looks strange. There are 6 symbols that look close to kanji, but they seem off. Maybe it's really old. It feels part of a set somehow. This symbol looks totally weird. Possibly a kaman, one of those old family crests, but you've never seen anything like it. Number 5. This coin doesn't even seem correctly pressed. It looks like it has some kind of family crest on it, but none that you can ever recall seeing. Okay, so we're collecting possibly family crest coins. Interesting. There's nothing I can see here. We haven't gotten our next vision, so we're sightless for now. What's happening over here? Just a little candle. Someone made a little nook for themselves. I suppose maybe someone could crawl back there and hide. Screen dividers. Seems like it's hiding just a couple barrels. Can I get back here? I don't seem to be able to get back there. Now that I'm on the coin hunt again, not that it matters since we, missed as many coins as we did. But that doesn't change the fact that if I can find a coin, I would like to grab a coin. Because I love a collectible. A collectible is pretty good. Also, to be honest, it does make me a little happy that I didn't manage to find all the collectibles. So y'all have a reason to come on and check this game so you can get the full experience. I mean, there's also hardcore mode, which based on how I've been playing, looks like it takes a key. I don't think I'd be good enough at hardcore mode because hardcore mode is like permadeath. I don't remember. I think the enemies might be like more perceptive or quicker. So I don't think I'd be good enough for that, but I would be interested also in playing the developer's commentary mode, which, for me, getting to replay it will be good because I can go and get all the collectibles and see what's up with that. And also the, getting to hear the developer's commentary, because that's something interesting. I wish more games had developer commentary. Just, it's a neat little thing getting to hear the thought process. Oh, that's a lot of bones. A lot of bones down here. Mayo's research note 1. Also, this seems like it's more like a dungeon than the mine, which makes sense. Even before the transformations take hold, it would seem subjects tend to develop a fascination to certain noises, in particular chimes and any form of metallic clings. They have a sense of childlike wonder and obsession over these sounds. For this reason, I had a gong created from the sacred metal to test their reaction to the metal's vibration. It was a beautiful sight to behold as the sounds of the gong brought about jubilant exultation. Unfortunately, the state of absolute bliss left them incapacitated, so I had to lock it away. Okay, explaining what was up with that gong. It's just called Beneath the Manor. We figured out that it was made of that metal. Oh, there's a dead one in here. All right, won't budge. Or at least we can assume it's dead. Maybe it's just sleeping. Who knows? Is there anything in here? Is that that's a person. I guess it's their mid-transformation because they seem to just be floating there. Won't budge. Jiro's final note. Oh, Jiro, was this the blacksmith or I don't remember. Jiro's final note. I believed in you. When everyone else treated me like an outsider, you made it clear that I had a purpose here. You made me have a pride in my meager living. I thought your wealth was a reward for your benevolence, but now I have seen you for what you are, a monster, a lunatic, and a charlatan. Then again, perhaps you are so delusional you actually believe your own bullshit. You sold us all out for your own glorious future, but I won't be a part of it. At least one final act I can take into my own hands. Okay, so I guess Jiro stopped the transformation the only way they could figure it out, and I suppose it worked. We probably shouldn't go into the jail cell. Probably a bad idea, but I want to come check out these candles. The fire effect on the candle was very interesting. It's a very stylized look. I like the way it looks. Ooh, a key and a note. Probably should pick that up, but I'm just going to just take a look around before we pick anything up that looks like it could, throw us into like the next game state or such whenever this place... Hey, what's up? You crying? Someone's crying. What is that there? I don't know what that is here. Oh, there's a baby one. And it's got a little tendril. Yeah, there's occasionally been voice lines in this game. Interesting. It has like a fish tail sticking out of it. Strange. We have some music. We got some more notes. But we have a note in the key over here. Won't budge. I'm starting to feel like maybe the key would be the correct one to start with. Let's start here. Key in the note. Hidden note. Kaede. Or Kaede, I think it's Kaede. I recovered the family heirloom and found a way to escape this prison. Unfortunately, it would seem the heirloom is powerless in this place. The only way out for me is through the sewers. I will lock this door behind me so I am not pursued. But this key should allow you to follow. The worst is yet to come, but I know you will make it through this, for I have seen a wonderful future for you. Stay strong, Noriko. Left a little hidden note for us with the sewer key. Now we're playing a video game, baby. Once you're going to the sewers, it's video game time. So there wasn't anything over here. Looks like the metal. This rock feels unnatural to the touch. It vibrates slightly, like something inside of it is moving. We also know this metal has something to do with the transformation too. The full details, not yet sure about. Mayo's lamentations. It doesn't bother me when they scream and cry and wail. I would prefer that they wouldn't, but I understand it is a painful process. The one thing that truly breaks me is when they beg for me to stop. The fact that despite all their posturing, when the time comes, they prove they are not really devoted. What depresses me isn't the fact that they don't believe in me. It is that they are giving up such a wonderful future for nothing. Sometimes I sit here and just think about these souls that are too weak to ascend and mourn. But with a little help from my record player and my little companion, I am able to cheer up. I'm able to cheer up and remember that so many others will join me. So this is Mayo's companion. What do you got on this baby? Just some chill music. Hey, you like this music? No? Baby doesn't seem to mind either way. Mayo's research note too. The procedure appears to affect every subject in subtly or sometimes drastically different ways. Some seem to develop animal-like qualities, but I have not reached any definitive conclusion on why that is. From the extensive testing I have done using different quantities, it would seem to be the best results come from slow and continuous ingestion over a long period of time. I wish there were a faster way, but the results from the tests on my servants show they will not... show that they will not be usable. Worst of which I have moved into the mines below. Okay, so Mayo's the stuff that went the most incorrectly were thrown into the mines. So yeah, that makes sense. We see this little fishtail poking out. We've seen like ones covered in blood, and obviously we saw like metalhead. Hey, what's up? Won't budge. So far this place has been pretty empty, which of course is never a good thing. It's never a good thing when things are this empty, but this also might just be a breather, because we did just have the Mayo's Tower, which was pretty difficult, I have to say. A puzzle of timing that I was personally not prepared for, even though it makes total sense with what kind of game this is and everything. That timing would be a crucial element to it. I just personally have a bad sense of timing and such. Can I take you with me? It's been pretty dark, and I might like to have some light, but also maybe we don't want light, because perhaps light would give away our positions. We still don't have any visions that we can see, which I'm imagining is about to change, especially seeing as there was a blue glowing light, and I'm guessing that what that just was like a one of the animal-like ones, like perhaps like something with like an anglerfish quality, something bioluminescent. And it appears like other horror game masterpieces. It's time to. I said that kind of sarcastically, but it's Silent Hill 2. You gotta go down some big holes. Luckily for us, we just kind of gently fall. No problems with our knees, our legs, or yep. There we go. Now that was the kind of crunch I was expecting, but that's also bone. But Kaede seemed to react, so it probably hurt like the Dickens too. It's an interesting little lamp. It's a little bit of a bluish light, perhaps some kind of LED. Not exactly sure, but we do seem to be entering mines more proper. What is this in the air? Some kind of dust. I'm guessing related to the freaky metal. This does seem to be going on, so let's actually turn around. And I can run. I forgot that we can run now that we got rid of that statue. We put the statue head back on the statue. Let's just come back here, because this is where we came down. A little hole in the dungeon. Turn around. I'm not sure if one was a correct way or not, but you know, it's video games. You gotta turn around and check. And this we probably don't want to walk through the gas. That's probably not a good idea. You probably don't want to come in here and take a big ol' whiff of this. That's probably not good for you. Mad ramblings. They howl. They know the secrets, the paths, winding and weaving through the dark places of the world. They have seen horrors, felt the prickles of sinister things crawling, breathed in the putrescence of the rotting foundation of the human race. They will be there to devour what is left when we are all meat and worms. They know. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Oop, I got to turn around there a bit. Yeah, you probably don't want to go around just taking big huffs of this gas after learning, like, oh, it seems like the stuff in the mines might be, and by might be, I mean definitely related to things becoming the Ascended, because I don't know about Kaede, but I'm guessing our goal isn't to ascend ourselves. Who could say? Perhaps that's what's in store for us since we hadn't been collecting those coins. Maybe the coins are the only thing stopping us from becoming Ascended ourselves. There we go. Finally, it's time to see some new friends. And we do seem to have a biolescent friend. Oh, lots of biolescent friends. Okay, there's just 2 biolescent friends, but we do have friends of the biolescent nature. So we'll just have to be on the lookout for glowies. Be careful. What's this? Oh, we can't pick up the pick. It doesn't seem like it would help that much against them. Like, even if we had a weapon, like, maybe if we hit them, maybe they just pop like balloons. Who's to say? But warning about the lights. Kaede, stay out of the light. Noriko. Well, all right. We'll stay in the darkness then. You know, we just avoid lights. It does make sense that we'd want to do that. I'm not sure if we've been seen or if it's just yelling out like, hey, I'm here. Watch out, asshole. Oh, we've gotten seen. So we were seeing anglerfish type ones. We did see that baby one had like a fish tail sticking out of it. Is this a path? This doesn't seem like it's a path. Okay, well, we know that this guy is about to emerge into the cavern where we are, so I suppose we can just follow behind them. Unfortunately, this light doesn't really help tell where they are. Also, the vision seems to be like tinted slightly purple on top of that. I'm not sure if that's just the lighting or if perhaps that is like a biological thing with them now. Yes, this looks like the cavern that we're probably on. Yeah, we can see the that little table that we were next by, which very funny for Noriko to leave a note for. Oh, you saw me, peekaboo. Very funny for Noriko to leave a sign that's like, hey, stay out of the light, but then put it in the light. Like, obviously, it makes sense. Like, had she like left it in the darkness, we just wouldn't have found the note, and that would have been bad. But also just very funny, like, oh, hey, some light. I'll go check that out. And then, hey, stay out light. It's not good. Not going to be good for you at all. Okay, so it does seem like this one's going to go all the way over there. And I'm not sure where this other guy is just yet. Oh, wait, there's 2 of them moving. I thought one of them was standing still, but yeah, okay. Well, that's not good. I thought one of them was stationary. It does appear that we have 2 that are on patrol. But we do know eventually one of them is going to pop out here. And we'll just kind of go around it. Yep. We'll fucking book it. Just a little bit of a booking. I'm going to run down this way. Is this the right way to go? I don't know. Have I chosen it? Yes. Yes, I did. There's light. We were told to beware the light. So we'll just keep on running. Just hope for the best. I mean, we'll know if we're in trouble if we start seeing a light come towards us. So we do have some kind of a warning signal vis-a-vis that. Is that normal? Yeah, it looks like a normal light.
I'm not sure where we're going exactly, though, which is a problem. So I'm going to take a left. A lot of gas over here. A lot of gas. We got some light. I feel like that one that I thought was patrolling unit stays, or we saw it looking down in this room, so they probably don't want to be here. Miner's note: the working conditions in this mine are untenable. There's barely any lightings. There's barely any lighting, frequent cave-ins, and hell, there's even a giant hole leading down to a deeper level. After someone died falling down it, they put up one tiny wooden barricade. Not to mention, I can tell from the noxious fumes from whatever the hell it is we're mining are getting to me. I regularly see things that are impossible. 16-hour days where I push on through sheer delirium. I genuinely appreciate Mayo giving us this opportunity after the factory's closed, but I'm not sure this is better than rotting away and the destitution in the shanty. Oh, there's a coin over here. It's got the number 6 on it. Oh, no, we're going to get seen. Maybe if we crouch down in the gas, we'll be safe. I doubt it, but, you know, sometimes you got to hold out hope. Now, which one are you? Not exactly sure. Not exactly sure, so we'll chase after them. Because, I mean, as long as we're behind it, we're probably safe unless it turns around. That one had more like fish scales on its face too, and I believe we get to keep our coin. Not that it matters. Oh, the sewer key goes in our inventory. That makes sense. It appears Norika left this for me. Must be getting close to her. This coin has strange symbols and things that look like writing, but all seem slightly off. You can't really rely what's embossed on it. Okay, well, another shitty coin, it would appear. So I suppose I'm not exactly sure what we should be doing here. Like, obviously, like, this is the right starting move to wait for this guy to come out and then just kind of run around him. And I believe we only had one fork in the road. I took a left. Well, there were a couple forks in the road that led to lit up areas that I avoided because they were lit up. I suppose that last turn that I took, however, was bad. Should have not gone down that way. It does appear that there's 2 of these guys. Oh, you know what? 1, 2. Yeah, there's just the 2. I keep forgetting. Like, I was just saying, hey, I shouldn't forget about the ability to hit the keys on my keyboard and find out how many there are. And we can map more direct numbers to them. I don't want to go that way because there's light. We were told to avoid the light. So perhaps at one point I took a path that was too visible. I'm not exactly sure because we can assume that the warning for the light was related to the anglers. Like, we don't want to be fooled and like run straight into an angler because we see light and are running for it. But I'm also thinking that perhaps, like, as a gameplay thing, like, we can like follow like the path that's like not lit up might be the right one. So I believe last time I went left. So this time we're gonna go. We're gonna turn around. Actually, I'm gonna turn my entire ass around and run this way. Oh, Kaede's starting to breathe a little hard. So we'll just go. We'll take a little leisurely stroll through here. Hope for the best. Found something. I guess it's a little spot we could probably hide. I thought so, but I cannot get behind this minecart, so I'm not exactly sure. I'll just kind of peek behind it. Let's see. I don't know why I'm bothering to check where these guys are going, because I can't tell where the hell these things are. So perhaps we should, because we know that there's a guy over there probably, and we definitely know there's a guy over there now. I've confirmed it. We have seen it. There is a guy over there, so we'll just go ahead and come over here. Take a little crouch. Maybe you won't see. Oh, you going up. I thought for a second, like, yeah, I was like, oh, is it tilting its head to look a different way? And it did. It did tilt its head to look a different way. I was just expecting that to be, you know, different. I wasn't expecting it to go exactly like that. So this is the way that we came. So we might run face first into another angler. Is this the way I wanted to go? I'm not exactly sure. I mean, as long as we don't see light, that is the way I want to go. But is this the room with the coin? We see a face coming. So unfortunately, I probably should have run into that room and seen if I could find shelter anywhere. That probably would have been a good idea. Let's run down here, because I think this would be that little minecart I found. Is this not the minecart I found? No, I think I've gotten turned around. I have become turned around. I'm lost.
It's fine. It's fine. You know, it's fine. We'll just run in a direction, hope for the best. You know, just see where it takes us. You know, maybe we'll find our way out accidentally. Like, what the hell is this? Oh, the small wooden barrier stopping us from jumping down the hole? Someone died here. I don't see if there's like a safe way to jump down, and there was somebody coming, so no time for safety. We'll just let our shins and our knees deal with that issue for us. Oh, we've fallen down, and there's a face directly ahead of us. Don't seem to be able to move. Perhaps we gotta take a little nap. Yep, little nap, recover our HP. The face looked down at us, but did not pursue us, luckily. So perhaps we were out of its vision range. Or maybe it knows if we're coming down this far. You know, maybe we're in trouble. Because we were trying to get to the shrine. Is the shrine underground and the mine? That's an interesting place to put it. Honestly, I thought the shrine was going to be like on Mayo's property. And I feel like I'm saying that wrong, because I feel like I'm saying Mayo, like the white goopy spread shit. But it's MEI, which I would say May, and there's an O. I feel like maybe there's some level of the pronunciation that my uncultured, very bad tongue is missing. But Mayo, sorry Mayo-sama. I'm trying. Oh, gold, silver, and bronze. Getting a lot of money for this supposedly worthless metal. Is this Aunt Noriko? Her head seems to be gone, and there seems to be something here. Yeah, her head's not exactly here, but we do have the artifact. Our heirloom. Kaede. I knew you would find your way here and fulfill our family destiny. I know it is too late for me, and unfortunately, the heirloom is powerless here. All you have to do now is get out of this horrible town. Once you are out of its influence, the heirloom will protect you. I know you can do this. Farewell, my niece. Okay, well, what do we do now? How do we get out? We were told about frequent cave-ins, so perhaps that the sound of shifting that just happened was a new way we could go. Let's check our inventory. Check this family heirloom. When it was on the ground glowing like that, it kind of looked like a halo. So this is what Noriko wanted me to come to this horrible place for. Supposedly this can end the curse. I had never seen it mentioned before, but Noriko often mentioned it. What are those things? Oh, they're just, okay. The little red jewels encrusted in it. I thought they might be heads, but no, they seem to have symbols on it. So is this like a halo? Is this like a necklace deal? Like we'll plop it on our neck and it'll be like what is it? The green ribbon, red ribbon, where it's like, oh, you know, as long as if the ribbon comes off, your head falls off. So maybe it's like the kind of deal like we put it on and our head is safe from becoming ascended. I guess we just have to go back the way we came. I thought the way that cave-in, the rocks shifting sounded made it sound like it was closer. But perhaps, you know, it's a mine. We're deep down. Who's to say where that sound came from? So I guess we'll just make our way back. No other way I could see to go. So I suppose, yep, there's the hole we fell down. Wait, can I not? Oh, I must have gotten stuck on something. I think I got stuck on a rock, and for a second I was like, is there an invisible wall here? Oh, yep, Shimata indeed. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't know why I bothered to turn around. Like, we heard something yell. I think Shimata's shit. So yeah, we'll just run. There's a lot of shaking here, which I assume is the cave, like some kind of earthquake, and not just like, I guess it could just be like our adrenaline, where we're so just freaked the fuck out at this point that, you know, it is just our like vision going. But I do think it was yeah, we were able to get away. Unfortunately, you're too large, and we are 1 unit wide size able to fit in here. I would give him a little smooch, but I don't think that would go well for us. And we'll continue on smoochless. It's always fun to have like a little chase sequence, especially in a game like this where don't really get a lot of chances for chase sequences, since like normally getting seen, it seems like if you're seen, you're done. We have lucked out a few times throughout the course of this playthrough, and I've managed to kind of slip on by just out of sheer, I don't want to say tenacity, sheer luck, and just I'll, you know, maybe enough gumption to make a bad decision. you know, I can give myself that much, that I definitely did have enough gumption to make several bad decisions, and why a hardcore mode would probably not be a good fit for me. Okay, so, so something is just looking down on the town. A lot of voices in that one. So it seems like it left us out in a graveyard. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm guessing that's Mayo. Having ascended. Just kind of checking us out. I'm not sure if it's getting closer. I don't think it's getting any closer. Because that's a big old boy. That'd be a problem if it came down for us. Like, we haven't been able to handle any of the normal sized ones. Let alone the Sama size. Sama size probably would not go well for us. And I probably don't need to bother checking around for these coins. I'm not sure how many coins there would be. I assume 6, since the first one had 6 symbols engraved in on it. So very funny to me that we missed 2 and 3 when, you know, obviously the later ones are probably a little bit more difficult. I can't actually explore this entire graveyard. And I probably shouldn't be bothered about... Oh, hey, what do you know? Another coin. With the number 7 on it. Wow, a great time to conject, just to be... You ever say something and then immediately find out you're wrong? Happens sometimes. Letter on grave. It is finally nearly over. That arrogant fool is looking down on us all and truly thinks his plans are coming together. All the while, everything is actually going exactly as I planned. She has done an admirable job, but I truly feel bad for this ruse, but it is necessary to avenge you, my beloved. I must leave now and prepare this. This will be my last time visiting you, but soon everything will change. Okay, so perhaps that was Noriko talking to their beloved. Maybe it's someone else, another character who I'm unaware of. I actually want to take a look at these flowers because these flowers are cool. Well, yeah, Mayo thinks he's won. He's up in the sky. He's very large, very in charge. But perhaps we can change that. I think there's guys patrolling around because I think I saw some faces going around. I don't seem to be able to switch over to them. So this might be an area that we were in previously. What's this note say? Kisaragi News, final issue. On behalf of Armada staff, consisting of myself and my son Ryotaro, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our readers. I had a crisis of conscience decades ago and moved to this hamlet with my wife many years back. I have made no secret of my concerns around Mayo's so-called entrepreneurship, and although many of my compatriots find his ambition inspiring, well, I truly hope for your sakes that they will prove me wrong. Mayo's request that archival copies of the paper be destroyed are disheartening. Is the record of what our town once was really, truly to be cast away? Were we nothing before him? Are we to be nothing after? Is our history just a prologue to our strange worship of him? Was my family's work for naught? As I said, I do hope I am wrong, but just as strongly, I hope that we will all come to our senses. All right. Well, we are on the edge of town. Hey, what's up? Just chilling up there. What's it say? Minor reprimand. Mr. Watanabe. Watanabe. I understand that the mines are isolated and down there your ears can play tricks on you, but we are not children. We do not leave our posts in the middle of the workday because we are scared of the dark, and we certainly do not leave Mayo-sama's property behind regardless of what you think you heard. You will be docked your wages for the missed work, and I suggest that you retrieve, on your own time, the pick and shovel, as well as the extracted ore, or we will have to take further measures. Good day from Seiuchi. Not a good time for the miners. But, I mean, we knew that. Like, yeah, things not going all that well over here. So we do just need to escape town. But how are we supposed to do that? We're just being watched constantly. I suppose the puzzle for this area is, yeah, because I can see other faces, but we can't... I keep wanting to say sight jack, but I don't believe our visions were ever explicitly named. And I also highly doubt that they were named what a different video game calls it. You know, oh, here we go. Okay. No, I was about to say, I was like, oh, I bet that the mechanic for this area is that instead of seeing through all of them, we just see through the big one, and we use that to our advantage. You know, there were those safe spots that we found when we first came to town. There was those safe spots that we found when we first came to town. Those didn't come up during the manor section. No on innkeeper's doors. Don't open this door. Don't open this door, and I recommend you find shelter yourself. I'm safe in here, and I am not leaving or letting anyone in. I have food and clean water. I will come out when things are safe. Please take care of yourself. Well, I'll take care of myself and make sure I get the smooches that I guess I crave. You're not coming down here. You're not going to help me with that problem. I'll just go ahead. Run over here. I wonder if we can open this door. No, we do not have the ability to open that door. Okay, let's see. How many are we dealing with? We have Mayo. I assume Mayo's number 1. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4. And unfortunately, we will have to patrol this town. And... Oh, wait, there's a shrine. Wait, is that the shrine or is that Mayo's house? Is this where we were earlier in the game? I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, it's been a week. I don't think the town layout was like this, though. So I'm thinking that we're in a different part of the town. I suppose I could check the journal and check our notes and get a more definitive answer about that. It's over here. Oh, it's another coin. Coin with an 8 on it. Actually, did we check that other coin that we got? Inventory, coin 7. This coin nags you. Parts of it looks familiar. It reminds you of the sloppy way Aunt Nariko writes strangely. Are there more like it? Yeah, there are a couple. The coin bothers you because the symbol in the center is not Japanese, but you feel like you have definitely seen it somewhere. Okay, so perhaps these coins were left here by Noriko as part of some plan. So we do have our heirloom. I've made it to the other side of the town. So I'm not sure. I should probably run back into town and do a little bit more exploring. There seems to be an invisible wall right here. Because let's check our journal. We're not in the factory district. We're inside the manor, beneath the manor. Old Town. Oh, we're in Old Town. And spoilers, there's one more area. There are 11 notes in Old Town, and we've only gotten a couple. Wait, I've missed one. We missed 7 notes here, so I could just run on by. But that did actually seem pretty easy to run on by going like around the edges. So I might go ahead and just explore the town a little bit more. See if we can find anything. You know, the old town. There might be neat stuff over here. Might be more coins. I'm interested in the coin count now. Little hidey hole. What is that over there? I can't tell what that is. Is that a face? I think I'm standing at a spot where I'll get seen, so let's just actually scooch on over. Because I think I want to... Oh, shit. Oh, you got me. I heard crying. I heard crying, but I didn't... I was like, well, nothing. I've already been seen. Maybe we can juke them. I'm not sure if we can juke them. So I'm just going to run around. That was the... Oh, it was a moped. That's what I saw. What about the well? Anything up with the well? Yep, I see you, buddy. Don't worry. I'm just running through town, looking for notes. Oh! I went to the title screen. Whoops, whoopsie doodle. Luckily, the game just has to reload, and then we get to see the loading screen. Something that we didn't get to see for every single area, since been playing this. Mostly, I was gonna say mostly in a consistent thing, but I guess that's factually untrue since I did break it in half. Yeah, you got me. You saw me, buddy. I need to be a little bit more careful of you. We'll just wait for you to fly on by, and then we'll, So Mayo just said something, or I assume that was Mayo. Hadn't been saying anything up until this point. Decided to have a little yell at us, and I did manage to lose that one, which was nice. Come back here, because I think, yeah, we picked up that note. There was an area over here that I didn't really look around all that much. There might be things for us to find. Lots of logs. A door. They had a door. They had a home. They could have put them together. You could have put the door on the home. Made it a little bit more homely. But, they didn't get around to it. Sometimes things be like that. You just never get around to doing something no matter how important it seems, like putting a door on your home. We did see a note, but I can't grab it from the other side. Okay, so there wasn't anything over here. I did just immediately, I guess, see the critical path because there was the note. Run over here. Good to know. Good to note because now we have access to that note. And I guess it did help us because we found the note on that other side of the gate. Yeah, I feel bad because I do think the vision mechanic is very cool, and I like it a lot. I think it's neat. Oh, there's a bell. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Did it attract anyone? Doesn't seem like it attracted anyone. Unless they're on their way, like, unless they heard it from a distance and are booking it towards us. Speaking of booking it, a last will and testament. On the eve of my execution, I have once again asked clemency for my son, Ryotaro. I recant all of my transgressions against Meo-sama and beseech the town to exile my son and put him on a transport train out of town. Anything he wrote was at my behest. Please do not punish him for the sins of his father. I beg of you. You destroyed the paper I left. You destroyed the paper. I left my life in the big city to help a small town, and all of that is gone. I accept that as punishment from Meo-sama, whose forgiveness I can only dream of. Spare Ryotaro, please. He only helped me with the typesetting and the occasional errand. This is my only request. We'll run over here because there's another note. Ah, man, I almost managed to get it. You know, obviously this isn't how you're meant to be playing this game. I do have problems with like timing and that. Timing and like visual. I already mentioned this, but like visualizing things like in my head. Like if I close my eyes, like I can't imagine stuff. So I can't visually imagine stuff, I should say. So, yeah, is that making you mad? I can just walk behind you guys. So like the whole like, okay, I have to time it out, and like constructing like the mental map is a little difficult for me. Like the tower, I could do that pretty easily since it was a smaller structure, but with like a bigger town like this, it's a little bit more difficult for me. So I'm sorry if I'm playing this game in a really dumb way. Hidden letter to Ryotaro. I can only leave it to fate or God or something that you find this, Ryotaro. It was only later in my life that I decided a man needed to stand for something, and I set off from Kyoto to find a new home, a new start. I gave up money for principle, and I was totally wrong. I am to die, and I am only hopeful somehow that you escaped, but I can't even know. The only thing I do not regret in my life is you, but I do... The only thing I do not regret in life is you, but I do regret not following the masses. There's no point in fighting or raising your voice against the crowd you know is wrong. It only led me to my untimely end. I'm unfortunate for the journalist having a little crisis of faith vis-a-vis their job in their last moments, worried about their family. You know, it makes sense to be worried. Like, oh boy, this entire town's gone crazy and it's decided becoming monsters is actually pretty cool, actually. You know, you don't want that for your family. You don't want that for your family at all. Did I manage to actually lose it? I think I managed to lose it. Yeah, we can see one flying around that house. I think we're in that bottom right, because it does seem like... Oh, you know what? I was just like, oh, mental map and stuff. And I literally said it when we started this area. I was like, oh, I bet the mechanic for this one is we should probably use Maya's vision instead of relying on all the others. Because, like, they could still be useful. Oh, there was a key that we had to find over here. So even if sneaking around, it seemed like we had to come back in anyways. Seiuchi to Mayo, Mayo-sama, it hurts me to inform you that I have received evidence that there are traitors among us. I've intercepted an anonymous and incriminating correspondence from some mongrels. Although they did not reveal their identities and have tried to be cautious, the idiots have said they will grow out their left thumbnail to identify one another. I suggest we bide our time and keep an eye out and slowly deal with the problem one by one. Seiuchi. Got a sword here? Oh shit, can I actually take the sword? Join the rebellion. If you are reading this, you have... Oh, here, let me actually get rid of the thing so I can read it. If you are reading this, then you have had a friend or loved one go missing recently, some of them in the night without a trace. Others were seen going to Mayo's estate and never came back out. We need to band together to rescue them. If you see this and want to join, let the thumbnail on your left hand grow long. That way, in a few weeks, we will be able to identify each other without drawing attention. We must be careful. Mayo's eyes and ears are all around us. Do not pass this message on unless you are absolutely sure of who you are giving it to, and we must keep our numbers small as to not become obvious. When you are done, make a mark at the bottom of this page if you receive this message and it has 9 or more marks. If you receive this message and it has 9 or more marks, do not pass it on and burn it. We will not let this tyrant take any more innocent lives. Note has 3 marks at the bottom, so a small rebellion did not seem to take off that well. We got the shrine key. There's an inscription that reads, "Together we shall bring about a new world." Okay, so a lot of Well, I was gonna say, you know, it's a lot of work to go into to forge a katana for your small scale one town rebellion, but we can probably assume that they had the katana leading up to this. Let's go ahead and just make a run for it because I think there's one coming to our left. We have the key now. I don't remember if we have to recollect the key every single time. I saw the shadow and I was like, ah, shit. But no, we're good. We'll just run in here. Oh wait, this isn't a safe spot like I thought though, because we got seen before. Let's see. We are in that middle house. Let me check my journal. Let's see how many journal, because I have missed multiple messages in this town, or in the game already. And we missed 2, so I'm assuming 2 would be closer to the beginning. Unfortunately, that I missed that. But I've missed quite a few collectibles at this point. There's an Ascended patrolling just outside of what seems to be the boundary. Oh, I see. It popped on over. Okay, so there's one in the middle street that I believe if it turns to the left, it will see it. Nope. Okay, it's not. Oh, that's the well. I was like, there's nothing out there, but yeah, it was because it was a well. Is this one going to turn? Okay, no, that one's not going to turn, so I'm just going to make a run for it. Because we have the shrine key. I did miss some notes, unfortunately. I guess there'll be more stuff to find during Yeah, what's up? There'll be more stuff for me to find whenever I play the developer's commentary, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to record that because I do feel bad about playing through this entire game. It's a brand new game, like it just came out this month. But I've been very much looking forward to it, and I hope if you've enjoyed it, you'll purchase it as well if you're able to, because I think it's cool. This guy thinks it's cool. He knows what's up. Shrine closure notice. The shrine is closed indefinitely. With Mayo-sama, we no longer have need for this idolatry. Is that idolatry? That sounds right. Given the unfortunate death of former shrine groundskeeping Orochi, and given the hysterical state of his widow, Izen, I will hold on to this key, and if there is any legitimate reason that entry is to the shrine of the forest... If there is any legitimate reason that entry to the shrine or the forest beyond it is needed, reach out to me. My home is in the back of the corner of the village, but before the graveyard. Okay. So Seiyuchi, that was Seiyuchi's home, which makes sense. He had a message about rooting out the rebellion, had the letter from the rebellion, and that katana wanting to create the new world was related to this guy, not the rebellion. Because having a katanas, swords are not like very easy weapons to. They're an expensive weapon. A lot of maintenance. They don't. A sword's only really useful as a sword. You would expect for like I was gonna say a peasant rebellion. Obviously, the state of this town isn't great, but you would expect more makeshift weapons like axes, like something that they could use like for their job, and is just also like, hey, it's also a fucking axe, The basin is completely dry. I guess I can't cleanse myself. Nope. We will not be able to clean our belly button, unfortunately. The thing that you're supposed to do before you go into a shrine. And definitely not a lie that a police officer told a child in a video game. Definitely not. Oh, that's a pretty flower. And I like this little oh, okay. It is just a umbrella. I forgot the word for umbrella. I thought it might be like an umbrella / like space heater deal. I was like, oh shit, that's sick, pretty cool. But no, it is just an umbrella. Instead of a keyhole, there appears to be a large coin hole marked with numbers, with the number 7. I put the corresponding coin, and the coin slot fades away. Okay, so I guess this is probably our last chance. Had we collected all the coins, we could put them in the slots here and make something happen. Whatever would happen for collecting all the coins. I mean, we did have the 7 coin. We're good as long as it doesn't ask for 2, 3, or anything above 8. Yep, number 8. Ready to put the coin in. And I'll just run around it again because it doesn't seem like there's other coin slots. So, and it doesn't look like this area is very big. So I'm not exactly sure where the other coins are going to be put, if not just in there. But I suppose we'll find places to put them. Mayo's just still peeking at us. I don't know what Mayo thinks we're going to do. That's 6 coin. Okay, so there's just stuff in the environment that has coin slots around here. So it's like, I guess if you did the scavenger hunt at the very end, there's one final thing where you have to run around and I guess find where you're going to place the coins. Oh, I suppose we were actually going to run out into the forest, and maybe okay. So had we gotten all the coins, we would be able to place all the coins in here, and then perhaps enter the shrine. The 5 coin. So now we have the 4. So we're going to start being in trouble now, though. Strange force keeping me from opening the door. So I put coins in everywhere I could find to put coins in. I mean, I suppose I didn't check literally everything. So maybe there are other things around here that have coin slots. Like, I just ran around that one rock because I was like, oh, is it just like randomly in the, not randomly, but randomly in the environment perhaps. Hey, what's up? For a second I was like, hey, moon, but no, that's no moon. It would seem. It turns out it's a guy's face, a guy who's ascended. And boy, did he ascend. He's pretty damn high up. And I don't know why I'm bothering to check for this, since we know I'm going to be unable at the end to actually place all my coins in, because I do not have all the coins. But, I wanted to take a look around. Is that a note? Did I see a note over here? No, I saw some yellow, and I was like, oh, note. But no note. What is this? Just a little vase. Okay, well, I can't find anywhere else to put coins. So perhaps there will be, like, coin slots in the forest. And the idea would be like perhaps we turn around and come back to the shrine. And then maybe this leads to some kind of good end. Not sure. Well, we're going to be escaping town, but perhaps this is like, oh, you escaped, and because of our family heirloom we'll be safe. Maybe something bad will happen to us after all. Not exactly sure. And perhaps like this one, like we could come back and like destroy Mayo or something. Backpacker's Draft. What's up, explorers? I could not wait to tell you about Kisaragi, undiscovered gem that does not even begin to describe this vista. I have never ever seen such wonderful temples and shrines. There's a manor garden that is so huge I cannot believe this place is off the map. Part of it might have to do with the fact that electronics don't work well here. Could swear I had an extra battery pack charger, but my phone died and it's empty. So drafting this the old-fashioned way in my day planner. Haha. Going to detail some of my findings as I go. What does that say? Going to detail some of my findings as I go, and then comma explorers. No, this isn't quite a thing. Hey, what's up? And Mayo's gonna continue. Oh, purple. The heirloom is glowing brightly. Now that I am far enough away from town, maybe I can channel my powers to help me escape. Unleash the power of the heirloom on an enemy by pressing space while gazing through their eyes. Okay, so if I can find... Okay, let's see how many there are. There's obviously Mayo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there are 10 enemies here. Okay, so we're going to have to be quick on the draw. And we'll be able to actually defeat our foes. The heirloom needs time to recharge before we can use it again. I'm not sure how long the enemies will stay stunned, so we don't want to rely on it too much. Also, it does need to recharge. I'm not sure how long it needs to recharge, but we do know it does need to recharge at the very least. Let's see, is someone looking at me? I think I managed to get that guy. Does seem stunned. No, maybe it didn't work. Maybe someone else was looking at me. Not exactly sure. This is interesting though, because I was like, oh, we're gonna get a weapon or something and be able to defend ourselves. That's, there's obviously nothing wrong with it, but I always like horror better whenever like you can't defend yourself. Like I've said this probably earlier in this video. But this seems like a good compromise where we have to use the mechanic of, seeing through their eyes, and, gotta find them and then, hit them with a thing. It isn't just like we have gun now. We're not just gonna blast them to hell. We have to be careful and cautious with this. We know that guy's over there. I'm not sure he's gonna turn around. So I probably should have hung out there for a little bit longer. So I do like how the limitations on this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 5. Ooh. Oh, then I walked into. I walked into the. Well, you still shouldn't walk into them. It seems like they're deadly to the touch. Let's actually back up. Maybe we instead of using our thing, we'll fall behind them. Falling behind them's always been a pretty decent idea until they hit you with that little spin. Little spin can be a bit of a problem. Like, yeah, if he went for the double spin right now. Oh, it managed to get me. It didn't stun it in time. Okay. So perhaps we should just stun this one. Since we're at the beginning anyways, we might as well just come here, hit 2. Stun you. Oh, oh, no, I was like, oh, that's a different face, but it was in the middle of emoting. So yeah, this is a fun, like, final thing. We need to recharge. Coming for us. Heirloom needs time before it can be used again. Hopefully it'll charge before we get got. Okay, maybe we just don't go this direction. Yeah, perhaps going to the right, not the right way. Like, I guess if we waited for this guy to go by, it'd be fine, and perhaps that direction would be available to us, because then we could stop that one. But as it is, we probably should just get a mosey on. And while we're waiting for you, I'm just going to run past you. Come over here, and there's a face that comes down this way. I do believe that we had to stop a face over here. I mean, I suppose I could call them the Ascended. Here we go, where this guy's going to come this way, and I think you were 5. 5. 6. 5. Oh, I hit the thing. That's interesting to know. We can actually waste our shot, essentially. Because I accidentally pushed the space key when I wasn't looking at the right one. And just because one was looking at me, I wasn't gazing in its eyes, and it wasted the shot. So once I swapped back, it didn't work. Do you just go back and forth, or will you... Because you kind of did a spin there, but I wasn't sure if you're coming back. Maybe we're not able to get past this one without using our attack. Which, if that's the case, then just this right direction is going to be off limits to us, unless we can just run on by and not get seen. If that's the case, then all good. And it didn't yell at us, so now we just need to figure out what this guy's deal is. What number are you? 3? Yeah, we'll go ahead and stun you. Get out of here. Yeah, we got you. You have kind of an interesting face going there. What about your friend? Friend's going that way. What is this over here? Is this another coin slot? No, this one does not appear to be a coin slot. Just some decorations out in the forest. They got some graves, some kind of monument. Not exactly sure what it is. Our thing is recharged, which is good. I do not seem to be able to get in here, so we'll just go ahead and run in here. We can hide. Doesn't have one of the safety things, but just because it doesn't have like one of those safety charms doesn't mean it's useless to us. Okay, so that's you. Who's going over a house right now? Which number are you? Are you 7? No, you're 9. So we might be near the end of the forest. Why is it shaking? The world's shaking. That's probably not good. What's happening with 1? Oh, I guess maybe it's shaking because Mayo's pissed off. And once again, I could follow my own advice and just use this vision, because we can see there's a guy near the end. I'm guessing this is 9 and 0. So he's going to come over the house. So we just need to kind of get around this house. We'll follow behind this guy, and then we just need to be wary of... Did we get seen? Yeah, we got seen. A dude could just straight up see me. Whoops. Well, nuts. That blew. Okay, going to the right worked out real well for us. So I think I'll try that again. Yeah, I was like, oh, I should probably check to make sure that we're not being seen. I think because I was standing up. If I was crouching, I think the line of sight would have protected us there. Yeah, I'm interested in the coin thing now, because like obviously I didn't get all the coins. If I go to my inventory, are they still in there? They are still here. Because we used, I don't think we ever found the slot for coin 4. So like, it's not the end of the world, since obviously I wouldn't be able to use all my coins anyways, unless it just needed us to find 4 coins and we weren't required to find every single coin in the game, which, I mean, that'd be cool, but that thing was the shrine was still sealed by some kind of force. So I'm guessing that we needed a little bit more than we got. You're number 3. We'll go ahead and stun you. Get out of there. We can just run on by the same way we did before. So you're going to go that way. And this works out for me. I don't have my attack, which is bad. I would actually enjoy having the attack. That guy's going that way, so we'll just fall behind. You know, probably a bad time. I was like, oh, my eyebrow itches. I should scratch that. So I did scratch it, and then I realized, hey, it's probably not a smart idea to take my hand off my mouse. I guess I could still move, but you know, whatever. And we know, I believe that number 0 is up ahead. 0 is, I guess, my guess for this guy, who I don't seem to see. Backpacker's annotated map. I haven't seen a single person in the past 2 days. There's no food. There's just dirty standing water, and it tastes awful. I can't understand it. My compass is working as far as I can tell, but you head due east. You land back here. You head northwest, back here. Follow the river. It's like you get discombobulated and end up in the bamboo forest. It can't be happening. It can't be happening. We should be able to just walk out, but here we are. Oop. And we have some guy coming after us. I believe that's 0. You still chasing? Nope, we seem to have lost him, which is good. We obviously don't want faces following us. There is a guy just up ahead. Maybe we'll just take a little duck behind here. Maybe reorient ourselves. I figured that because, oh wait, did the numbers change? Because I thought 9 was the guy by the house. Oh, there's a big ol' one of those heads. It seems like the numbers might have changed a little bit. There's like a little like study jail or something in the bamboo there by that house. Okay, so this is 6. This guy is, it seems like the numbers might be different. I'm not sure if they've changed or if I'm just stupid. I mean, it could be both, to be honest. Okay, so we see there's a head coming past us, and we know, is that the bloody head that I saw that was just kind of chilling there? I'm not exactly sure. I think perhaps the best thing I could do is to kind of lost that head in the trees. Perhaps when we see that head pass by, we can run to the left, and I guess deal with whoever that person is, because I guess we could. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell which numbers I'm dealing with currently. Let's go back to mail. Yeah, because it seems like that head either chills there for a bit, or it has a long patrol route and it passes that one that was like gray and bloody that we saw. It is interesting. We started hearing about like the different ones. We saw that one metal one, but then we didn't see anything metal like that again. We did see, you know, the fishy friends. Yeah. Okay. So there is another face over here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about it because I can't tell what number it is. I can't tell what number it is. Damn. I think I might have just played myself because this guy's gonna pop out. Oh no, we managed to get past that guy. So hopefully we'll lose the others. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of duck behind here again. And hope that one doesn't look over here. Is the only way out through the railroad tracks? That doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Oh, this one's going up. There's like some darkness. Do we have a timer that I haven't been aware of? I guess Mayo's just gotten close. I'm not sure if this is a timer or if I think Mayo's just getting closer as we get closer to the end. So like if I go to Mayo's vision, right above us. Doesn't seem like it's getting closer. And I can't really tell if we're safe anymore. Mayo's vision isn't all that useful to me right now. I do see a guy over there. So maybe we should just make a run for it. Yeah, there's no guy over there. That guy's going around. I'm not sure if we'll be fast enough to get around. Also, there's 2 of them. So I think what we should do is perhaps wait here and crouch down. Mayo, you're kind of blowing my shit up right now. Yeah, like if they knew how to work together, they'd be like, oh, hey, Mayo's looking at something. I do seem to have picked a spot that'll actually hide us. And we are on 1 and 2. Oh, unless this guy sees me right here. That guy could be a problem. No, this does seem like it's worked out. As long as this guy doesn't take... Oh, no. Oh, I think Mayo got me. Okay. So it does seem like there is a... It does seem like there is a timer with Mayo here. I thought you were... No, they got me. Okay. It does seem like there is an actual timer of waiting to get past Mayo. Either that or that was just a weird coincidence. Not exactly sure. Because that music was getting louder and it was shaking a bit more. So I suppose we can't play this perfectly stealthy and patiently. I suppose there does have to be some degree of, we're just going to have to book it on out of here a bit. So I do think going to the right is the right decision here. I guess I'll see y'all when I get back to the big head. Yeah, because Mayo just said something, so we can probably assume it's something along the lines of like, hey, stop that. No, I'll get you. Okay, that might have done it. Might have snuck past them. I just took my time getting around that one spinny guy near the end, and then was kind of careful with it. But now we're going to run along the train tracks, which is a bad idea. And Mayo-sama, can you follow us in here? Mayo-sama can see us. But we have our heirloom. Also, we were unable to actually use our heirloom on Mayo during that. I tried, and it was like, oh, it's too powerful for the heirloom to work. But we escaped town, and we used the heirloom. Escape town proper, it only worked once we got to the forest. But then we, I guess, left the area, and it worked even better. I can't say I woke up sometime. I can't quite say I woke up sometime later. It was like I was just there outside in a version of Kisaragi with thin, hungry-looking people shambling about in the tunnel one moment, outside the next. I wandered along the train tracks, shoulders slumped. My phone had no battery, and I had nothing to eat or drink for what felt like a whole day. I looked back in the direction of Kisaragi and had a vision that the town once more filled with floating heads, all staring at that giant one above, but this time it was a woman. Noriko? Was it her? It didn't seem quite right, but the vision was momentary. I was near collapse when I encountered that neighboring town. An old woman saw me in my haggard state and invited me in for breakfast and a nap on a spare futon. Thankfully, the ATM and phones in town worked, though no luck charging my dead phone. I guess the phone actually died. I got home. My family was worried, but relieved to see me. My exams had actually gone all right. The truth is, I don't know exactly what I was so afraid of. I just had this overwhelming feeling of panic. My heart was racing. I was sure it was the curse. I felt I had to go to Kisaragi finally. And now I had gone, and I had survived. Wasn't that enough? I never had a clear picture of what happened. I started therapy. I got a prescription. The vision stopped for a while. I kept the heirloom. In Kisaragi, holding it had felt odd. Some part of it felt comforting, but another part of it felt wrong, like a warbling in my head when I held it. It got worse as time went by, so I put it in a box and forgot about it. I had learned to cope with the sense of dread. The visions would happen infrequently over the years, but I still never got a clear picture of the giant face in the sky. It looked something like Aunt Noriko, but colder, less like the kind aunt I knew, and more menacing. I dreaded seeing her. And yet, the visions returned despite changes in my life, even as the years went by, even when my sister got killed in that accident, even when I got married, and even when my daughter was born. I love my baby more than anything, little Tomoko, and I felt that woman's face. Her eyes seemed to focus more intently when I held her. One day, the panic came back, impossible to ignore, so I said silent goodbyes and found that cargo train back to Kisaragi. I can't say it was to finish what I'd started. It was too late for that. It felt like Noriko needed me to find something else she'd left behind. All right, so I suppose that was our bad end. We managed to escape from the town, but we didn't find everything Noriko wanted us to, and it seems like Noriko might have taken over Mayo's role as the head honcho. So I suppose we needed to collect all the coins and utilize them somehow to get a better ending in this game. I'm not exactly sure where we could have used those coins, because we put coins. We found 4 coin slots, and I never found slots 1 through 4, even though I suppose that wouldn't have helped us that much, seeing as I only had 1 and 4. I did not have 2 or 3. So I'm guessing that maybe there were slots before we entered that main shrine area that would have had like 1 through 4, perhaps. Not exactly sure. I'm going to have to take a look around on another playthrough. So that final area, it was a very good escalation of everything we learned, and being able to halt the enemies throws one last final like kink in it, where we are like, okay, now we have little areas where we'll see 2 of them, and we can use our ability to stun them. I only used the stun ability twice though in the actual like run that worked. So I took that path that I had been taking, where I go to the right, I stun that face that looks at you if you go to the right, I follow behind the guy who circles around the house, I run straight down that hallway that leads to where you have like the little nook with the head. So I ran to that before the other guy could see me. I waited for that guy to go past me. I crouched down and snuck around that one that's like in the bamboo and looking around, and then I stunned one of the ones that was circling around the big head. And just made a break for it instead of like trying to play it out and figure it out. Because it does seem like we had a time limit, because I think that one time Mayo just got too close and he was able to capture us. Although I could be incorrect about that as well. Why is there I'm not sure why there's a steak recipe in the credits, but I'm glad it's there. Yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I've been looking forward to it. I feel like it's a nice mix of horror. Like the normal Ascended aren't that scary, but they're constantly patrolling, and having to like figure out how to get around them does introduce a lot of dread in the game. I found 49 out of 58. It took me a little over 3 hours. Died 42 times. Nice. And we got the drawn to Kisaragi ending. wonder how many endings there are. If there's just a good and a bad, perhaps there's other endings on different difficulties. Maybe there's other things you can do. Maybe there's a joke ending somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to be poking around this game to figure such things out. Obviously, I'm not going to record it because, like I was saying, I feel bad about playing this whole game. And I hope if you've watched this far, you're interested in the game too, and interested to check it out, because like there is the hardcore mode where if you're better than me at this, you could play through and show how much of a gamer you are. Or there's also the developer's commentary, which I am looking forward to, and perhaps finding some of these collectibles that I missed throughout, perhaps get a different ending. Maybe learn a bit more about other endings in development. I think it sounds cool. The enemies, yeah, the normal Ascended, not that scary, but there is the sense of dread of trying to like weave your way through them. And we see some of the alternate ones, like the anglerfish. That's like, oh geez, there is weird stuff happening, like the baby one. And the big Mayo head at the end is very creepy and cool, and I like using its vision to like get that top-down view. I think that's a very cool final idea for the area. I mean, I guess the true final idea is the heirloom. So I really like this game a lot. I really hope that y'all liked it too. We've now unlocked hardcore and developer modes. More enemies, more aggressive, and permadeath. And the dev commentary, which I'm personally looking forward to. If you lose your data and want to start these modes without beating the game, and there's a little secret, maybe a familiar sounding secret, perhaps a little bit of a familiar secret that you could enter. So yes, I've been looking forward to ATAMA. I believe it was introduced. It was announced in June of this year. I've followed Slowbeef for a couple of years on Twitter, and when Slowbeef's like, "Hey, some friends and I are working on a horror game," I was like, "Oh hell yes, that sounds awesome!" And also like I had said multiple times, I really like Siren. It's one of my favorite horror games, even though, as you can see, I'm really bad at Siren. It's just my brain doesn't work in the ways that it should for a kind of one of these kinds of games. And especially Siren, where it's like on top of it, there's just like the most arcane puzzles any human being has ever thought of, and involving freezing a towel and such. And Junji Ito's the Hanging Balloons. I haven't read a ton of Junji Ito. I have enjoyed what I've read, and actually it's a bit surprising I haven't read more because I am a horror junkie. Do enjoy it a lot. It's something I've been meaning to do. Like I read a few. I can't remember their names. Like obviously there's Amigara Fault. Everyone's read Amigara Fault, and there's a few others, but my brain's so just poisoned and I've forgotten everything. I should probably just go buy a collection and read through Junji Ito, because it does seem neat. There was like an anime collection a couple years ago that I was excited for, but then it like turned out that it was ass, which sucked. I didn't actually watch it. Just people were like, "No, this is bad. Just read the manga instead." So I was like, "Oh, well, okay, no problem." I can't wait to play the developer commentary, and I hope y'all to go seek out the game. It's available, like I said at the beginning, on Steam and itch. If you get it on itch, it supports developers a bit better. But I understand if you're like, hey, I got to get those Chivos, because the Steam version does have Chivos, and Chivos are a very tempting offer to go for. That'd be a fun update to have like the achievements built into this one, like the in-game achievements like Nintendo does, because for some reason they don't want an achievement system. I mean, they probably have their reasons, even if it's silly. But yes, this was ATAMA. And just like Mike's mama, I do love ATAMA.